Welcome back, Truth Seeker. We're going to make sense of the headlines. And like I've always said, what's in the news media, it's literally puzzles and riddles. And it's all for the sake of propaganda and influencing your mind, essentially to live in fear and give up your rights and liberties. And let me tell you, I did not want to be doing this live stream right now. I've been up since about 4:30 this morning, and it's been a full day of work, just like I work pretty much 7 days a week, every week. But I really want to just relax tonight, and I didn't want to do this, but it has to get out there. It just has to get out there. So last night, the news breaks of the Brown University mass shooting, and it almost went over my head. But this was at the same time the Heisman Award ceremony was taking place. And funny enough, the Heisman Award is named after an alumni of Brown University. Okay. So, Heisman, Brown University mass shooting. Then tonight, Rob Reiner, Hollywood director, him and his wife are stabbed to death in Brentwood, right? Can you think of a famous stabbing in Brentwood connected to a Heisman winner? How about O.J. Simpson, who played for the Bills? Today, the Bills became 10-4, like O.J. Simpson died on the 10th of April. And you know who else became 10-4 today? The Bears beating the Cleveland Browns. And remember, Brown University, their mascot is the Bears. Caleb Williams for the Bears is a Heisman winner who went to USC in Los Angeles, like O.J. Simpson, where the stabbing happened today. Okay. So, for anyone who might think all those things are a coincidence, let's now bring in the gematria and numerology piece and see how perfect this is. And keep in mind, Rob Reiner and O.J. Simpson were both born in 1947. I'm tempted to even bring in the Bondi Beach shooting today because the first victim named from that is a rabbi from London, England, and there was a stabbing there recently. I'm going to bring it in at the end, but I'll wait. But by the way, that rabbi, the first victim's name they put out, Schlonger. Do you know what Schlonger means in Australian slang? It means a dick. And what Schlonger actually translates to is snake, and we're in the year of the snake. Anyway, we'll save that piece for the end because, like I said, all news in the mainstream is propaganda. It doesn't mean things don't really happen in this world. It doesn't mean that people don't stab people, people don't shoot people, bad things don't happen. It's just real things that happen. They don't make the mainstream national news. What's in the national news, you might as well look at this as a reality TV show, except for it's not reality. Just look at it as any other TV sitcom. This is what's scripted. And here we are in season 2025, episode 348 for the 348th day of the year. That might as well be how you look at the news because it's nothing but scripts day in and day out. And you know who's been here for over 12 years now, proving this every single day? And there's no asterisk next to the word proving. I've been here proving it every single day. And what sucks is, 7 years ago, that was the pinnacle of this work where almost every video probably averaged right near between, I don't know, 70K and 100K views a video. Now look at this channel. They've made it so the videos hardly even get 1,000 views. That's because we're just exposing it too well. But yeah, a stabbing in Brentwood. Boom. O.J. Simpson stabbing in Brentwood. Watch how perfect all this is. Think about who O.J. stabbed. Nicole Brown, right? That's the story. That's the story. Remember the sister that was in court each day that looked just like Nicole Brown but just had different color hair? That's probably the same person who was Nicole Brown. Remember, O.J. Simpson was a Hollywood actor. But look at this. The Nicole Brown crime scene was found on June 13th. And of course, I like to talk about 201. That's the day leaving 201 days left in the year. We'll leave that alone for now. But 6/13, like how we'd write it in the U.S. Today, this stabbing in Brentwood comes 613 days after the death of O.J. Simpson. Like June 13th, 6/13. And O.J. Simpson, who made his name with the Bills, they became 10-4 today. like OJ died on the 10th of April. And don't forget how they announced OJ's death as the Masters teed off. Again, slaves, obey your masters. Infamous words in the Bible. OJ died at 76. The word slave equals 76. The word master equals 76. San Francisco is also 76, like OJ's hometown where the Super Bowl will be this year. But yeah, the Bills have had some massive rituals this year, and they became 10-4 today. Rob Reiner, look at his name in gematria, you guys, 104. It's like the day OJ died. Again, OJ and him were both born in 47. Don't forget the 47th season of the NFL. That was the Super Bowl year. Packers beat the Chiefs that year. But as for Rob Reiner's wife, well, what's interesting is when they first broke the news on CNN, I did a short video on this because they were saying they said they found 2 dead bodies in Rob Reiner's house and they didn't know who they were, but they had their ages. And I was like, did CNN just report that they don't know their names, but they have their ages? How could you ever know somebody's age if you don't know their name? But they had the ages, and initially they said 78 and 67, and this is the year of the 6-7 mean. Remember, in gematria, blood sacrifice and human sacrifice equals 67. So does the phrase killer in that rap song that 6-7 thing's from. All the words before 6-7 are said are about killing. So I hate hearing this in the news, and they're acting like, we don't know what it means. Yeah, we know what it means, and even if you read the song, it could only allude to one thing. But anyway, then they changed the age of death for the wife to 68. That is the year that OJ won the Heisman, 68. The year of years, 1968. And again, Caleb Williams, he became 10-4 today. He went to USC like OJ and won the Heisman. The Bears became 10-4 today. One of Rob Reiner's most remembered films is Sleepless in Seattle with Tom Hanks, who has the same birthday as O.J. Simpson. That movie begins in Chicago. Remember, his wife dies from illness in Chicago, and then he moves out to Seattle, and then he has the romance with Meg Ryan. That was all factored into Cooties 19, where the first 2 cities with Cooties were Seattle and Chicago, and the first celebrity with the virus was Tom Hanks. It's a whole nother story. But yeah, the Bears became 10-4. And again, last night a shooting at Brown. Brown is the Bears. We thought there were 2 guys, Swift and DJ Moore, who we thought both might have 2 touchdowns today. Again, we cover all the sports before they happen. They both had 2 touchdowns today. DJ Moore was a monster payout for the 2 touchdowns. But think about this, you guys. The Bears over the Browns, right? O.J. Simpson stabbed Nicole Brown. I need to go back and look at OJ's career because there's probably something that happened in his career with the Bears. I'm sure he had a notable game with the Bears. You see how Swift had 18 carries in gematria. Bears equals 18. Like yesterday, the shooting at the Brown Bears was on the day leaving 18 days left in the year. Of course, Caleb Williams is wearing number 18. So Brown University. That's where John W. Heisman went to school, who the Heisman Award is named after. So think about that. A Brown mass shooting on the day of the Heisman Trophy ceremony. And we'll get to how much the winner matters. But there was a huge theme in the NFL today with 34. And if you watch the short video I just did when it was halftime of the Cowboys and Vikings game, there were 34 points at the half. The final score, the Vikings did win with 34. But look at the scores today. First game on the slate officially was the Bears and Browns, 34 combined points. You had a 34 there. The Broncos won with 34 today. The Rams-Lions game was the best, you guys. This was 113 days after Kobe Bryant's birthday anniversary. The big way, Kobe Bryant 113. The small way, Kobe Bryant 41, like he died at 41 on the Pope's 41st day of his age, traveling from Catholic Mass. His whole career was defined by 41. But notice the Rams became 11-3. Both LA teams won 113 days after Kobe's birthday. Kobe, when you run the alphabetic order in reverse, equals 75, like he had 75 points in that game. But the Lions lost 34. 34 points in the Saints-Colts game. The Miami Seahawks folded and became the Baltimore Colts in history, who eventually moved to Indianapolis. That happened. The Miami Seahawks folded in 1947. Seattle's on the 47th parallel. The Colts took the lead with 47 seconds left, and the Seahawks retook the lead 18-16 with 18 seconds left, meaning they scored a winning drive in 29 seconds. But notice the 34 points in that game. And then the Vikings won with 34 tonight, too. And again, just about this 34 theme, they said they found the body of Rob Reiner and his wife at 3:40 p.m. today. Remember, in Gematria, Jewish equals 34, like murder equals 34. The new Heisman winner goes to Indiana, which equals 34. Don't forget what happened to Jim Irsay, the owner of the Indiana football team, right before tip-off of the Eastern Conference Finals where the Pacers upset the Knicks. Again, Jim Irsay died 106 days before the 106th season tipped off. But something didn't load here. Let me refresh this. Covered this last night. Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman on his 74th day of his age. We've seen this happen a number of times with the Heisman. The winner wins it the amount of days from his birthday that corresponds with his name. That first time we document was with Baker Mayfield. It's happened other times since. Again, it just goes to show that these guys are born and bred to be, right? Fernando Mendoza wins the Heisman. This 74 number is fateful. You might recall when they shot up the Buffalo Tops, it was synced with O.J. Simpson's 74th birthday. But notice, stabbing is 74, right? That's what we now have. A stabbing with reminders of O.J. Simpson in the same neighborhood. Stabbing 74, killing 74. It's Hanukkah today, Jewish holiday, Jewish and holiday 74. An active shooter at Brown 74. By the way, they had to say he was from Wisconsin, which equals 44, like shooting. But the 74th day of the year is to remember the stabbing of Caesar, and that happened in 44 BC. Shooting, execution, kill, they're all 44, like Wisconsin, where the Brown shooter's from. And also, something else I caught. Do you remember that O.J. Simpson was released from the Las Vegas jail October 1st, 2017, right before the active shooter situation at the Route 91 Harvest Festival shooting on the day, leaving 91 days left in the year, just days after Hugh Hefner died at 91, who has the boulevard named after him right next to where the shooting happened? But yeah, Mendoza, his birthday is October 1st. It was Mendoza's 14th birthday that O.J. Simpson was released from the Vegas jail. And now look at what goes down on the 14th, a day after the Heisman Award. Yesterday was the 74th day of Mendoza's age. Today would be the 75th day of his age, the day of the stabbing. Or you could say 74 days after his birthday is the day of the stabbing. And again, it's just like, what are the odds that the day that OJ was released from the jail was the day this kid turned 14, and now this all goes down on the 14th? For the record, the word end equals 14. Taylor Swift just released the end of an era on Friday, and now her boyfriend's quarterback. Looks like it might be the end of an era. Supposedly tore his ACL as the Chiefs are going to miss the playoffs for the first time in Mahomes' starting career. But yeah, just another pattern I've talked about a bazillion times. Rob Reiner's dead 83 days from his 79th birthday. Murder equals 79 when you run the alphabetic order forwards, 83 when you run it in reverse. Murder is also 34 when you run it forwards with numerology, 38 in reverse. O.J. Simpson's birthday is 7-9, right? We've always talked about that. Remember when Ford released the new Broncos or announced that they were releasing the new Broncos the other year, and they made the announcement on July 9th, like O.J. and the Bronco chase? The Broncos beat the Packers today, where the shooter's from. There could be something to that too. It's a big script here, big riddle. We're unlocking part of it. Murder by Numbers, the movie poster, the 3-8 coded into it. And look at the orange numbers around the words. Orange 7 and 9, like 79, right? The song Murder by Numbers by The Police came out in 83. Today, The Police discovered the bodies at 3:40 p.m. Murder by Numbers by The Police is about how killing is the sport of the elite, and it's as simple as ABC is 1, 2, 3. By the way, from O.J. Simpson being found not guilty October 3rd to this ritual, December 14th, is 72 days later. Brown is 72. School is 72. Benjamin Erickson is 72. Jesuit order is also 72. Johnny Cochran, Jesuit. Remember, Johnny Cochran said, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. That line was given September 27th, the anniversary of the Jesuits being recognized by the Roman Catholic Church. Probably something to Diddy too, because Diddy was sentenced on October 3rd this year. And his father was murdered in 72 working for Frank Lucas. If you haven't seen all my work on Diddy, we called a year in advance why he was going to go down at age 54. All very specific reasons for all this. One of a million correct predictions. Oh, actually, this headline is actually saying they've now released the person that was arrested for the shooting. So they're now saying he's been released. This is like the reminiscent of the Charlie Kirk thing. Okay. But yeah, how perfect is all of this? How perfect is all of this? It's the kind of stuff that goes down every day. And what I find that a lot of common people do when they look at this is they go, I don't know why anyone would give any trouble to go through all this just to do this, so I'm moving on with my life. That is such like a low IQ, low intellect, lame response. Instead of having that just shitty attitude about what's actually going on, the real thing to do is go, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this every day? And we have answers to why. Again, a lot of this does have to do with Kabbalah. Again, there's a good half and an evil half to Kabbalah. It's actually mentioned in Genesis 3:2:2, where it mentions the tree of life, the physical model for Kabbalah, knowing good and evil. If you look into the evil half of Kabbalah, it has to do with sorcery and spell casting and having influence over people. Again, I'm not in the club. I'm on the outside trying to make sense of the ritualism that I saw going on in the world. And it's way deeper than I realized. But you research it for 12 years, you start to really put it together. But yeah, this is what they do day after day. And for this being a puzzle, I bet right now we have about 20% of the puzzle solved. I think it's probably around 20%. I bet the remaining 80% of this puzzle still needs solving. And I bet more of these NFL games factor in as well. By the way, congrats to the winner. We dominated the NFL, the NHL today. Some nice upsets in the NBA. Just another day in the life. Again, knowing the game is rigged is very advantageous. And by the way, for all the people who think this is dumb, for people who followed me from the beginning, I was doing quite well with my life when I first started this research. This was a hobby of mine. I didn't make any money off this. I didn't monetize any of this work until after 5 years of doing it. But I had my own separate business for the first year that I was doing this work. And I didn't put quite as much time into this because I was busy with that business. But that business got sabotaged and everything got stolen from that business. It's a long story. I was at the worst spot I'd been in my life the day that happened, which was November 15th, 2014. I have rebuilt myself in less than a decade to a better financial position than I've ever been in. And here, I'll throw something out there. If there's a Brown University student that comes across this video, if you can prove that everything I just said tonight is total bullshit and some kind of coincidence, like this idiot who put out this video today who tries to make it seem like all this is just a bunch of nonsense. If there's somebody out there, and I would expect a Brown University, you guys are some of the top students in the nation. If there's a student out there that can prove that this is all just some big waste of time and a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo and every last bit of this is a coincidence, I'll tell you what. You reach out to me, and I'm live streaming all the time. You call into my stream and you say, hey, you put out that thing. You might see this video a year from now. This will stand a year from now. You might see this video in 5 years. This video offer will stand 5 years from now. And hey, I'll offer this to any college student, actually, not just a Brown student, but I'm gonna offer it to the Brown University student first, since I'm talking about their school and what just went down. How about USC as well, since we're talking about OJ and Caleb Williams? These are very expensive schools with super high tuition. I will pay for your entire year of school if you can prove that this is all just a bunch of bullshit. And I promise to stand by that. I'm in the perfect position to pay for your whole year of school. I'm doing quite well over here. So, and again, it's thanks to this knowledge. I've been able to pay off multiple homes. My hater out there, he thought he was going to expose me. Oh, Zach has multiple homes. I don't know how you think that's exposing me, moron. I have multiple homes because of what I've learned and what I've taken advantage of. Yeah, I make a great income off rental properties. I do. I make a great income off of all this. You know what? If 3 different students can figure out that this is bullshit, I'll pay off all of your tuition this year. How about that? So I'm putting that offer out into the world. Let's help out some young people with some big bills, but you got to be able to prove that this is all just some kind of bullshit, what I'm sitting here doing every day. You got to prove to me that these games aren't rigged. See, if I go to Google and say, is the NFL rigged? I'll tell you what's a load of bullshit. This AI, this is a bullshit answer right here. There is no substantial evidence to prove the NFL is rigged. That is such a load of shit statement right there. It is disgusting. The NFL is so rigged, it's beyond belief, like what we're showing today. Again, it's scripted with the news. It's scripted with the rigged politics. All the things we've been proving for over 12 years. So yeah, anybody out there who wants to pay off their tuition and thinks this is bullshit, you prove that it's bullshit and I'll pay for your tuition. That's the deal. And for this chump who made this video today, since you had to sweat it out all summer in the hot box that you stream from, I'll send you an air conditioner if you can actually prove that it's bullshit, not say that it's Pokemon and I'm Jim Jones. That's such a lame thing. That's all he says over and over. He's been saying that for 365 straight days. Like, that doesn't make any sense. This isn't Pokemon, and this is nothing like Jim Jones. Oh, by the way, he's watching right now because he said he's going to come on right now. Okay, he wants his air conditioner. Hey, for any of the college students, here's going to be your first attempt. He's in the chat. He says he wants the link. He wants that air conditioner. Okay. And by the way, if there's any college students out there right now that think they can prove it's bullshit, again, if you can make a real proof that this is all some kind of coincidental bullshit, boom, tuition's paid. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome for the picks. Thank you to everybody who supports the work. Congrats to the winners. So, and by the way, you guys, when that troll put out that video last year showing my properties I own, just for the record, there were 2 that he missed out on, and we added another one this year, just for the record. So yeah, haters can hate all they want. Again, I had everything taken away from me, and I was doing very well a decade ago. I rebuilt myself through this knowledge and this work. And you guys can hate all you want. And all you lames out there can say dumb things like, well, if you're doing so well, then how come you have to charge money for people to learn this knowledge from you for sports? Do you guys go out and say these things to Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates or any other successful people in this world? Why don't you guys harass them and say, hey, you guys are worth $100 billion. Why don't you just do everything for free from now on? Stop being a moron. Stop being a moron, people. Get intelligent, get behind this movement. I'll tell you what, had you guys been behind this movement like the way you should have, we'd still be going back and forth across the country. I would have been out in Seattle today talking about Phillip Rivers coming to town 6 days after his 44th birthday, after 6 rivers just flooded in the Seattle 44 days after Mr. Climate Change's birthday, Bill Gates. You know, that's where I really should have been today. But every time I go out there, nobody watches. There's no support. So I don't got time for it, especially now that I have a little one. Anyway, the link was dropped for the raccoon. Here, raccoon, let me drop it again. You guys know who the raccoon is. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Are you gonna cam up? Hey, raccoon, are you gonna?
I can't right now.
Why not?
I just can't.
Okay.
Is that a problem?
What about this do you think is a coincidence here, raccoon?
I don't know, Zach. You tell me, man.
Did you pay attention to what we just shared?
I've been watching. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting.
So Brown University, we got it that the Heisman Award is named after an alumni of Brown.
I didn't know that.
Well, it is. It is. If you want to look it up, his name is, hold on, let me come down here, John W. Heisman, Brown alumni.
That's pretty interesting, to be honest with you.
Yeah, just like everything I show every day that you want to downplay, and you make videos like this.
Just like what's wrong with this video?
Well, this is what a raccoon would do. So, again, do you think it's a coincidence that we have a stabbing in Brentwood?
Well,
613 days after OJ died, when the crime scene for OJ was found on 6/13 for Nicole Brown.
Where did OJ die at again, by the way?
that's a good question where OJ died, but the Nicole Brown stabbing, the crime scene was found June 13th. Now 613 days after he's dead, we got another stabbing in Brentwood by another man from Hollywood,
that is
born
where
in the
they
same
lived
year as
at.
OJ.
Yeah, that is where they lived at, actually. I totally forgot. It's Brentwood. Yeah. I totally forgot about that.
Nicole Brown, Brown University, Heisman. And again, OJ played for the Bills. They get
Yeah, you're right.
today.
That condominium in Brentwood, Los Angeles. Yeah, refers to an affluent Los Angeles neighborhood. Yeah, you're right. I knew this fucking neighborhood sounded familiar.
Yeah, it's where
That is kinda
Nicole Brown's body was found, supposedly.
That is kind of interesting, actually, when you think about it.
So Rob Reiner equals 104. You call that Pokemon, but isn't that just like OJ's date of death? And isn't that like the Bills and the Browns record now? You're from Cleveland. I keep showing you week after week what they did with the Cleveland games. I just told you earlier today that Browns equals 28. Like earlier, it was 2 dead, 8 injured when the story first broke. How many points did the Browns lose by today?
3. No, they lost by 28. 28
just
points.
Like the headline last night. 2 dead, 8 injured. Browns 28.
What? Say that again.
Last night's headline was 2 dead, 8 injured. Browns equals 28. They lose by 28 today.
I did say that.
I told you that in the stream earlier. You said it was like Pokemon.
Man, I was, you know, I don't really go live on Sundays, man. I was probably tired by the time.
It doesn't matter if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You do the same thing every day.
And what's that, buddy?
Downplay the truth. And you have the truth in your name. You should change your name to Chaotic Liar. Listen, do you want the air conditioner or not? Because I want you to prove that this is all some kind of coincidence.
No, man, I'm listening to you, man. It's your channel, man. I'm giving you the respect, man. You
don't give any respect. You're not a respectful person.
I'm listening to you, Zach. Go ahead, buddy.
No. I want you to tell me what would possess you to make this dumb of a video and downplay what we do when it's undeniable. You know, you're sitting every day wearing a mega hat. We're showing you all the bodies that drop for that rig selection, telling you it's going to be a rig selection 4 years before it happens.
Would you accept my apology for making this live stream?
No, because that's not, you can spend the next month on your channel apologizing every day and teaching gematria. That's what you can do for an apology.
Well, I don't know how to present.
You should know how. You've been watching this for a year, making fun of it. You should know almost as well as anyone.
Well, you've been making fun of my channel for a year, Zach.
Well, your channel's laughable. Your channel's a disgrace.
So my channel's laughable, but I can't. Okay. All right.
What do you do on your channel besides call black people who look like you the N-word with the ER ending? What else do you do on there?
I don't know, Zach. What else do you think I do on there?
I don't know. Pretend to be like you're from the States when you're from Nigeria?
You don't think I'm from the States?
I don't think so.
Where do you think I'm from?
I just told you where you're from. You're from Nigeria.
What city?
You have a Nigerian name. You have a Nigerian name, and you acted dumbfounded when I asked you, because you said out of your mouth 1,000 times that all rap music is poison. I said, well, what about a group like Arrested Development from the 90s? And you looked dumbfounded every time I asked you that, like you'd never heard of them. They must
I've heard of Arrested Development. I didn't say that I didn't. I've heard of them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think? Do you think this is all a coincidence with the Brown University bullshit and the Rob Reiner and his wife stabbing? What do you think?
Well, to be completely honest with you, man, it's a normal human occurrence from my perspective. But what do you think about it, buddy?
A Jewish person stabbed to death on Hanukkah.
Yeah.
By the way, your producer, your producer
is his wife Jewish, by the way?
Hold on. Your producer, Gimpy, came on today and acted all upset that I questioned if anybody was really shot, and he acted like he knew Rabbi Eli Schlonger. Didn't he act all butthurt about Rabbi Eli Schlonger? Did you look up what the name
I can't recall, means? But I'll look it up. I'll look up the name.
Did you look up what the name means? Schlonger?
I didn't. What does it mean, Zach?
In Australian, it means penis.
Oh, okay.
Isn't this what Gimpy's people do? Don't they pass around little circumcised boys and lick the
I don't know
schlonger, if you will? Isn't that what they do?
I don't know
Have
anything
you
about
those videos of the Gimpys passing around circumcised babies licking the schlonger. Oh, you know what's nice about this platform before the Gimpys of it took over?
What's that, buddy?
Those videos used to be all over YouTube. You'd search it on YouTube and watch it on YouTube. These people passing around babies and licking little bleeding schlongers.
And why do they do that?
Because they're disgusting people. That's why.
Well, I'm not familiar with with their culture, you know. So I'm listening to you.
Now, but Gimpy acted like he knew this person today, didn't he? Rabbi Eli
I can't
Schlonger.
recall. I can't recall.
Don't you think it's funny he's 41? Because what did I show you about 41 before this headline even broke? How
Oh,
after
one of the
41
rabbis being
weeks,
killed. Yeah, I did hear. Okay, so
41 weeks
I
after
didn't hear
the
the
Prime
name.
Minister's birthday, who they blamed it on, right? And I showed you how that connects to Zionism. Schlonger in German translates to snake. Are we in the year of the snake?
Are we? I have no idea, Zach.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay. Somebody's asking for you to drop the link, by the way. An angry black woman.
That's angry black woman, or what?
No, that's her. Like literally, that's her name. Angry black woman.
Angry black.
Yeah, woman. I didn't know that we were in the year of the snake, and that's by whose calendar, buddy?
Oh, it's the Chinese zodiac.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Did your producer though act like he knew this person? Because he did, didn't he?
I can't recall, buddy.
I can't. You don't have a very good memory, man. I've been up since 4:30 too.
Oh yeah.
Do you believe this story? Rabbi Eli, essentially penis. Rabbi Eli penis. And what else did I show you about Eli penis? Didn't I show you how his name had the 113 in it? The number that comes straight from the Talmud about it's okay if you're a gimpy, if you will. If you're a gimpy, it's okay to lie to a non-gimpy. If you guys don't know who Gimpy is, it's Chaotic Truth's producer. You know, he wears the small little teeny tiny thing on his head, part of the Saturday clan. But yeah, the 113 thing, the number of deception that I wrote a book about, that I've talked about 1,000 times in the last decade. What are the odds that Rabbi Eli penis, his name would equal 113?
It's kind of crazy, man.
So when I tell you that the news is all ritual and riddles day after day, where is your proof that it's not?
I don't have any proof that it's not. I mean, you know, I don't really know what to believe, to be completely honest with you, Zach.
Well, I mean, how many episodes have you done in the last year like this one? How many do you think you've done?
I can't recall. How many do you think?
I don't know. I'd say at least 30.
Okay.
I like how you picked up the raccoon logo, though.
Yeah, it's good. It doesn't. It looks like it, right?
I appreciate that you've been staying out of my trash cans as well. Anyway, you're a waste of time. You're a waste of time, buddy. It's just annoying talking to him. He enjoys wasting people's time. Is this the angry lady? What's up, Auntie Mama? Auntie Mama, you gotta unmute yourself.
Hey,
Auntie
Zach.
Mama. Hello.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Let's see.
This is the new trend that for some reason people can't hear me in
You're in the
StreamYard.
show, except what happened? What happened to my volume?
Well, we hear her, but she can't hear me.
I'm gonna take my headphones off and see if that works.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me, Zach?
I've heard you the whole time.
All right. I can't hear you. The name is real, right? Auntie Mama.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me back out and come back in.
Yeah, exactly. Here, while she reconnects, we had King Richard who wanted to share some things. What's up, King Richard?
Oh, what's up, Zach? I got
up,
a few things to share. Actually, I got a lot of things to share, but I don't want to take up too much airtime. But did you notice the shooter? If you look at the shooter for the Australia shooting, a couple of things that's interesting that stands out. His birthday on his driver's license is August 12th, which is the day leaving 141 days left in the year. Australia Hanukkah equal 141.
Hanukkah 141. Again, the Jewish World Congress ended on the 141st day of the year. Yeah, those are all the things we covered this morning, right?
Yeah, but his birthday is August 12th. And those dates, right, the dates of the Jewish Congress, that's reflections of each other, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So another thing is supposedly on his driver's license, his address is 26 Brown Road. 26 Brown Road.
Oh, so okay. Here, I said I was going to bring in the Bondi. So check this out, you guys.
Yeah.
Let me bring up the Bondi thing real quick, and then we'll get what you're going to add in. But
Mhm.
look at this. Again, Hanukkah and Australia have this overlap, and the 141 is what you're now adding to. But the Jewish World Congress ended on the 141st day of the year, and from the day that it ended until this shooting targeting the Jewish community in Bondi Beach was 207 days. There's a lot more to this, but let me come down here. Australia is also 102. That Schlonger guy is from London, and there was a stabbing in London on October 2nd.
Right, Yom Kippur. Right. That's something that's something I predicted a month before it happened. So
yeah, so
it's 74 days.
And now you got this stabbing story here later in the day, and now you're saying that on his driver's license he's from Brown Road.
Yeah, 26 Brown Road.
And that's what I mean. I just, when it was 2013 and I was first learning about this, that's when I started to realize that everything in the news had these like intersecting paths. And I was like, wait a minute. So the whole news for the day is like some kind of everything's a script.
Right,
And
like it's all connected.
if you guys weren't here in the beginning, then what sucks about now is, for people who don't understand, in 2013, my videos were, I had like 100th of the knowledge I have now, but they got more views and they had way more comments. And I think they delete a lot of people's comments because, like, anytime my troll makes a video about me, notice in there, like every video has like 400 comments. So it's like, how come the videos that the troll makes about me have 400 comments and my videos have like 10 comments per video? It doesn't even make sense. It's a lot smaller channel, my troll's channel, but there's a lot of activity there anytime he makes a video. Right. Anyway, my comment section used to be full of information with people helping put the puzzle together. So I just remember the first time somebody said, Zach, you got to check out. I think the show came out in 1968. The Newsbenders out of the UK. There's an episode of a TV show from the 60s where the plot of the episode is about this guy getting hired, and he can't believe what he's been hired to do. He's hired to write the news as a script for the next 5 years. And the guy, he's like, what? Scripting the news? He's like, yeah, buddy, man, we've been doing this for a long time. That's what we do. So, again, they've been putting this stuff out into the public and trying to clue the world into what's really going on for a long time. Anyway, where can I look up his driver's license?
I found it on Twitter.
I didn't even know they named the shooter for the Bondi Beach.
Yeah, one of them did. Supposedly it was a father and son type deal, from what I saw.
Father and son shooter?
Yeah, supposedly. It was two shooters, a father and son. Supposedly the son died, and the father's still in critical condition, from what I heard. I was watching CNN. They were talking about it. So
okay. All right. I'd love to see the image of the license.
I have a picture of it. I took a screenshot.
Is that right? Naveed Akram?
Yeah, that's his name. His name equals Skull and Bones.
It's not 41 too, is it?
Yeah, it's 41. Most pure.
Come on, man. The first victim they put out is age 41, and all this went down 41 weeks after the prime minister's birthday. Again, a Zionist is 41.
Sandy Hook also equals 41.
Right. It's the anniversary of that too, and this time it's on a sandy beach.
Yeah, it's just mockery. And then if you write out Sandy Hook Elementary, it equals 113, like the name of the victim. His name equals 113.
So is it the Naveed Akram driver's license?
Yeah, that's all you got to look up. Yeah, the driver's license. That's all they're showing right now. You just go on images. There it is. Yeah, that one right there.
25 Brown Road, man. Again, you guys, and for all you guys who don't get it, I mean, catch up. It was September 11th, 1990 that George Herbert Walker Bush was the president, and he talked about the new world order that will be realized. That's why all of your news is scripted together. And Bondi is spelled the same way as Pam Bondi. Today's 312 days after she took her position in the Trump administration, when Trump got 312 electoral college votes. And everything's been about Chicago, the 312 area code ever since. The Pope died on his 312th day of his age. Not to mention the Pope's name, Pope Francis's birth name equaled 312. And then you get the first American Pope from the 312 area code. Whoops, I missed an R in there. Pope Francis, again, dies on the 312th day of Trump's age after 312 electoral college votes. Now the Chicago Pope from the 312. Now this thing in Bondi Beach, 312 days after Pam Bondi took her office. All this shit's connected, man.
Yeah, and think about her birthday too, right? Her birthday is 11/17.
So 25, 27.
28.
27 days before they like Brown equals 27.
Yeah, or a span of 28. Bondi 28, like Kill. And what's also interesting, a lot of the Skull and Bones piece, today happens to be 322 days after New South Wales was established on January 26th, 1788.
What was established?
New South Wales.
How many days after the establishment anniversary?
322.
Oh, 322. Yeah, going with the Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones. It's also, wouldn't it be 44 days before the upcoming anniversary?
Oh, it'll be 43 or a span of 44 days.
Yeah, shooting. Jew equal, or JEW equals 43.
Active shooters 43, right?
Yeah.
Active shooters 43 and 191.
191.
Or 191, the 43rd prime. That's what it is. 191, the 43rd prime.
Yeah. But today's also 313th. Today's also the 313th day of her taking office as well, and that's the 65th prime. Knights Templar equals 65. You look at the back of the ambulance; it has like the Knights Templar flag on the back of it, the Red Cross.
She was confirmed with 54 votes. Okay, 54 votes. That factors in with today, doesn't it? Factors in with what we always say about Cable 54. You got Chris Minns, the premier. I wrote Prime Minister up here, but I meant to write premier. Chris Minns was the premier spokesperson all day today. Chris Minns, 54, like Jesuit order, like Bondi Beach.
Yeah.
She got 54 votes, so she got voted in.
And he's in his 47th year of life. He's 46. He's in his 47th year of life.
Yeah.
And supposedly the shooting happened 47 minutes after the hour at 6:47 local time. From the stuff that I was seeing on CNN. But,
it's just, I mean, the ritualism that they do every day is just, it's sad. And it's sad that instead of having channels help out, instead you got douches like Chaotic doing this. And he comes out.
It's
on your show, bro.
No, I seen that too. It's like he comes on there acting stupid, like, oh, and then he's on his show talking all kinds of shit. It's like,
and he pretends like he has a wife, dude. If you had a wife, you wouldn't be coming on just to do that in the middle of a Sunday night. I mean, give me a fucking break. He's 3 hours ahead of me. His wife, what? He told his wife he's gonna get out of bed at midnight because he needed to go online and be a troll.
Well, look how long he spends on the internet doing this shit. 9 hours a day. 9 hours
he
a day
makes
doing
good money too. If you guys saw, I mean, I got up at 4:30 this morning and put out an awesome decode on this, and we had $10 in super chats within 5 minutes of his thing. Within 5 minutes of this stream, he'd already made about $100 just doing nothing but nonsense. So
yeah, and today's also the 300.
Trolling definitely pays better. However, somehow he can't afford an air conditioner. He obviously doesn't know how to use his money correctly, but.
Yeah, today is also the 348th day of the year. If you round out Bondi Beach, Australia equals 348 as well. That's they're also comparing this to the I don't know if you saw,
what equals 348?
You said what?
What equals 348?
Bondi Beach, Australia.
Oh, okay, yeah, for the 348th day of the year.
Yeah.
So Bondi Beach, Australia. That's interesting. Some people might say that's cheap, but remember, yesterday was the 347th day, and the shooting was in Providence, Rhode Island, for 347.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. That could be a stretch. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, but that could be a stretch. But I mean, it is interesting. It equals 348. But I don't know if you saw this, but the media all day, they've been drawing parallels to the Port Arthur attack, and it happened on April 28th, 1996.
I got an old post on that. That's what got gun rights taken away in Australia.
Right,
That's
right.
Port Arthur's in my first book.
Yeah, I seen that old post you did, and I seen them comparing it. I'm like, what? 119 days.
Why do you think they did an article 19 years after passing the gun control laws? Why do you think that happened?
Chaos 19.
Yeah, they're 19
year moon cycles. Doesn't the shooter's name equal Port Arthur as well? I think his name is Martin Bryant or whatever.
It is Martin Bryant. It's got the 56 in it. I did this
Yeah.
decode in the early days of this research. What's sad is back when I did decodes like this with not that much knowledge and information, I got more views than I got today. That's how sad it is.
That's prior to you learning reverse, right? That was before reverse gematria.
Yeah, I didn't start doing that until the end of 2016. You know what else I realized? This is the year that Kobe came in the NBA. Bryant. We thought Kobe Bryant would have an interception today in the Seahawks game. You guys, listen, it was 113 days after Kobe Bryant's birthday anniversary, right? That's a huge number with Kobe Bryant, and so is 41. The Rams became 11-3 today, and won with 41 points. There were 75 total points in that game. But Kobe Bryant plays in the NFL, plays for the Seahawks, and Phillip Rivers was in that game who used to play in LA, and he came into today's game with 113 career losses, and the game ended with him throwing an interception to Kobe Bryant on the Seahawks. We had circled for that pick. Anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I gotta look at this now because I wasn't thinking about that at the time. Because this is how the New World Order operates. I mean, Kobe Bryant obviously larger than life, but yeah, this shooting was blamed on a Bryant. And it was on the 118th day of the year, like LA's the 118 city. Hold up.
Death and homicide.
And there are, Australia does have a notable basketball league. They did the whole ritual with what's the dude who can't shoot free throws, whose dad also played in Australia? What's his name? Simmons. I can't even think right now, but June 26th. Go ahead with your thoughts. I was going to go back and look more at that Port Arthur shooting, but right now I just got to check out this Kobe Bryant angle.
Oh, I was just going to share out it was on the 119th day of the leap year, and Ashkenazi Jews, Orthodox, and Star of David, they all equal 119.
Yeah.
And Bondi actually means in Jewish, it actually means a good day. And what's funny about that is good day equals 71, 35, 118, and 28. So
just for the record, that shooting was 59 days before Kobe, who eventually was called the Black Mamba, was drafted in the league. Is there something about Australia and Kill Bill? I'm gonna have to go back and look because they got that nickname from that. And he died in Calabasas that has that 59 connection like Black Mamba. Well, at least so we were told. Calabasas is also 14 like snake. But
yeah, here we are in the year of the snake.
Yeah, now we're in the year of the snake. And this ritual is going down, and all these rituals sync with Kobe Bryant today in the NFL. Weird.
Yeah, it's you know what? It also comes, and a lot of them comparing this, now that I think about it, it does come 33 weeks, a span of 33 weeks from the anniversary of that as well. Going with the Bondi Beach being located on the 33rd parallel south.
Oh, hold up. Martin Bryant was from Newtown? Yeah, he was. He was in special education at Newtown High. Because, this was brought up after Sandy Hook happened in Newtown, Connecticut. Yeah, man, these people got jokes for days.
Yeah, it's pathetic, man, that you try to share this stuff with your friends, family, or whatever, people close to you, and they just look at you like, again, they just give you the deer in the headlights look. It's kind of obvious. That's what they do.
Martin Bryant was 47.
I like how he was born.
That was at the time they brought this back up in the news when he was back in the news, just looking at the aftermath of it. They brought it up while he was 47.
Well, he's born on the 127th day of the year. There's probably something to that.
The Dune Blaine massacre in Port Arthur were a span of 47 days apart. They were also, you could say 46 days later or a span of 47 days. Chaos, 46. Ordo ab chao, the Latin for order out of chaos, is 46.
Yeah, and they're saying 15 dead, right? 47 is the 15th prime number.
Yeah, and then Dune Blaine was compared to Sandy Hook.
Yeah. Didn't that happen on a date with 112 date numerology? I believe that was.
Well, What are you talking? Oh, you're talking about Doom.
Doom
Doom
Blaine.
Blaine didn't.
Yeah,
Doom
yeah,
Blaine,
yeah.
like they had to say, Adam Lanza was 112 pounds, and his initials AL are 112, and his birthday's April 22nd, the 112th day of the year, and on and on and on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pathetic, man. You got all these actors up there getting up there talking about, and it's just sad people don't get it, man. Did you see that one story, like the same day, where the guy's supposed to be being a hero for stopping the supposed shooter? Apparently, the father.
Just look at the way the reporting is too, man. On April 28th, 1996, a 28-year-old Australian man named Martin Bryant, a 28-year-old man is 28.
Yeah,
was killed. 28. And today leaves 17 days left in the year for the updates. Now we get a kill story in Australia on the day, leaving 17 days left in the year.
Right.
The date involved today was also 17.
Yeah, Bondi also equals 28.
Just Bondi alone. Yeah. It sure does.
And 44.
And 91's interesting because it's 91 days after the Pope's birthday.
Right.
That's why we had the Bears to cover the spread today versus the Browns. Chicago Bears 91, Browns 91. We saw that if the Bears won by at least 13 points today, they'd cover the spread. And it was 91 days is 13 weeks. That's how many weeks after the Pope's birthday it was. So go figure that it all factored into Bondi. Just goes to show, man, like I say, this guy who made this video is like, why is he bringing the Pope into it? It's like, can this guy just shut the fuck up? For a year, he's been watching my channel and how I explain how this all goes back to the Jesuits and the Catholic. Can you imagine doing this in a year? Like, why is he bringing the Pope? I hate how you can play dumb and just appeal to dumb people. It annoys the hell out of me. Like I've always said, the only reason this work's not flourishing, for example, the reason like people are tuned into Candace Owens to see what's going on. They're fucking dumb. Like the world should be tuned in here. We've been on point every single fucking day for over 12 years, breaking it down like this.
They've been ahead of the curve.
Never going to show anything half this important? No, never.
Yeah, the fact that anybody's even looking to Candace Owens for any kind of truth is just laughable. Candace Owens, Tucker, what's his name? Tucker Carlson. The guy with
Tucker
the Kabbalah thread.
From the news. Exactly how fucking dumb people are. Tucker Carlson, a guy who downplayed, who mocked people who questioned 9/11 for 20 years. God, you got to be so. It is annoying. Yeah, Tucker Carlson, man, he's one of the best truth tellers out there. It's just like, Jesus Christ, dude, these people are fucking dumb. With his little Kabbalah bracelet on it.
Yeah, with his Kabbalah bracelet. Yeah. It's just like. They're literally putting it in your face, right? The Kabbalah bracelet, and just show you right in your face, like, And most of these people do practice Kabbalah, if not all of them. So
yeah.
It is for all the morons and dummies, the dunces, they like to say, oh, and just you already know they already have their same program response, and it's just pathetic, man. I mean, you try to share this with anybody, and they just think it's all a coincidence. So it's pathetic. It is pathetic. And just like this whole shooting, they've been just putting the number 11 everywhere. It's because Jew equals 11. That's why.
Well, and it's also the master number, the number they stamp on, half the rituals they do. So
right. Another number I like to stamp in there is 119.
Part of the master plan, the master number. It's got to be there.
By the way, master plan equals 119. So they like to stick that number in these Jewish related headlines. 119.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, I got a few more people in the back. Was there anything else you want to share?
No, that's about it, man. Oh, you know what? Hold on. You know what? You know how you mentioned 201? Just real quick.
Hold on. You know what? Here, I got to say this too. Look at this. From that Port Arthur massacre in Australia to this massacre, it's 33 weeks on the nose.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah, it was
on the 33rd parallel. Okay, you said that. I didn't hear that. Yeah, 33.
Or 231, right? And
231 days, 33 weeks.
Yeah. One thing real quick before I get out of here. For the 201 piece, right? Mal Lanin, right? Lanin. He's the commissioner, right? He's the commissioner of the police force there in New South Wales. Let me see. Today is 74 days after his birthday. Obviously, October 1st to today is 74 days. But his name, Malcolm Lanin, the way you spell it, his name equals 201. And what's funny is the show, it's literally called Bondi Rescue.
Malcolm what?
Malcolm Lanin. Lanyon. Yeah, he goes by Mal Lanin, but his full name is Malcolm.
Okay. Another 201, huh?
Yeah, his middle
His name is Arthur, like the
Yeah,
Port
yeah,
Arthur
his name is Arthur, yeah.
massacre. His full name is 83, but yeah, there's the 201.
Yeah, it's also 51 and 66, like mass shooting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
here's another thing I wanted to mention. I have another 201. There's a show out there. Just look it up. It's called Bondi Rescue. It's a Australian show. I haven't looked too much into it, but I just heard about it today. Bondi Rescue, and just look how many episodes it ran for. If you just go on Wikipedia, 201 episodes. It says it right there.
There it is.
201 episodes. And look what day the 17th season premiered. It premiered on April 19th.
Loyola Day.
Yeah. Yeah. And today is 970 days from that date. April 19, 2023.
970.
Yeah.
Like kind of like 97, the 25th prime, death 97.
Yeah. Sydney's also 25. Like death.
That wasn't that the address on this guy's where's this thing? 25 Brown Street?
I believe so. I couldn't make it out. It looked like a 26 to me.
Like, I guess it could be 26 too. It is kind of hard to see.
Yeah, and also the postal code for Bondi Beach is 2026, which is interesting because this shooting does come right before 2026.
Did you catch the expiration date for this guy's license?
Yeah, 14/4.
Come on, man. The Lincoln assassination date.
Yeah, Jesuit order 144.
The 104th day of the year. Hold up. The 104th day of the year, because this factors in with the whole thing going on with.
Yeah, you were just talking about that with
the 104 with the ritual with Rob Reiner and what they did. OJ dated.
Yeah, 10-4 over and out.
Something else.
Yeah, 10-4 over and out, like message received.
Yeah, these people
are putting messages in your face, and it's like it's pathetic, man. You show people this shit.
I gotta bring up another thing that annoys me because isn't who's the actor who played in A Beautiful Mind? Isn't he from Australia?
I'm not sure.
Russell Crowe. Where's Russell Crowe from?
Oh, Russell Crowe. Yeah, believe so, isn't he?
Oh, he's from New Zealand, actually, right next door.
That's actually not too far away, though. New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand's right next door. But yeah. I hate how people bring that up. They're like, Zach, don't you think like maybe you're like the guy in Beautiful Mind because he was mentally ill? I saw that movie. It's just like that's how fucking dumb these people are. Don't you think the real reason Hollywood put that movie out was so exactly you'd come to that conclusion? That's what I hate about how dumb people are. They don't see how easily they're played. The whole reason Hollywood made this movie is so that if anybody figured out what was going on, like yours truly did, and apparently this man did as well. That's what the whole thing's about, that they were putting coded information in the news.
Right.
Oh, no, they made a movie about that. That guy was mentally ill.
Yeah, just like that film Conspiracy Theory, yeah, with Mel Gibson.
Like, no, they are putting coded information in the news. Here, we're using it to take advantage of the rigged sports games. You know what Dave said this morning? Let me see if they still got the image up here. Where's Hot Hand Dave at? Dave saw this image this morning. He says, Zach, look at that image. It shows the Chargers pushing the Chiefs out of the playoffs. Let me find the image they had up this morning. I bet they still got it up. Let me see. It was before the games were played. It was Mahomes getting shoved by a Charger. I said, yeah, that's a good take on that image. That was ESPN's front page story earlier this morning. I got the screenshot in my notes. Here, watch this. I'm going to pull it up. I got the screenshot in my notes. Right here. Boom. Notice everything they're showing is 15 for week 15, right? And they got to tell you 15 shot also in Bondi as NFL week 15 is underway. See how the Charger is shoving Mahomes in that smaller image? Can you make that out?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, Dave looked at that this morning and goes, looks like they're pushing the Chiefs out of the playoff picture. And they got eliminated today. Supposedly Mahomes tore his ACL right after Taylor Swift put out what's it called again? What you put out? The end of an era. And again, remember 2 years ago they were like online conspiracy.
Oh my God!
They're saying they're scripting the NFL around Taylor Swift. Man, we had it all figured out before the season began. The whole her and Travis Kelce thing for the 104th season.
CNN ran a story.
There's another 104. There's another 104. It was her birthday yesterday, December 13th, and that was the year of Super Bowl 58, Swift 58.
Yeah,
Bill Maher's going on TV going, Online conspiracy theorists think they'd rigged the NFL around Taylor Swift. I forget what he said. Like, how about go out and get laid? It's like, I see, that's what makes me sick. This little ooh. Do you think Bill Maher would have ever got any pussy any day of his life ever if he had not been made some Hollywood celebrity? I mean, has anyone seen Bill Maher? He's like 5 feet tall. He's a little ugly fucking
He's
loser.
a short shit.
And he acts like he's some kind of just lady charmer. Please. I guarantee you that guy has a needle dick too. It just annoys me. Listen to these fucking people. How about bring me on the show, you sorry ass motherfucker? Let's see what it looks like. Talking about, Taylor Allison Swift conspiracy. Did you see that recently just wrote an article about how she's into gematria too? Taylor Swift?
No, I didn't see that. Did they
search
really
it? Search Taylor Swift gematria. There's a whole article about it, how she uses gematria for her release dates. We've been showing that for a long time.
I got to go look at that. I mean, doesn't that just prove your point? Doesn't that just prove our point even further?
Look, she just put out her album on 10-3, right? State Farm 103.
Yeah.
Remember, Mahomes won the Super Bowl in the 103rd season in State Farm Stadium? Look, Patrick Mahomes Jr., 72. His injury is 72 days after the album came out.
Jesuit order. Jesuit order. Yeah, Jesuit order equals 72. But yeah, I mean, I gotta look that up, man. But you said Taylor Swift, gematria.
Just search it. Yeah, you'll see the article that comes up.
I remember CNN was running an article too, people were talking about online about how they're scripting games around Taylor Swift. I'm like, come on, man.
Taylor Swift's hollow gematria right here. Articles written in October 2025.
Oh, it's recent.
Yeah.
Oh, here, see it is right here. Yeah, hollow gematria.
She uses the numbers to compose her music and release her albums.
Do you think it's actually her? Do you think it's her handlers? I think it's her handlers.
I would assume it's her handlers. Yeah, I assume people would put the news together every single day.
Yeah, because I don't think these puppets on the world stage don't even have any control of this shit. They're just a bunch of actors.
But if anybody learned how to do this, they could. I mean, it's not that hard to put the rituals together.
Yeah. I mean, if man wanted to do that, I mean, shit. If I wanted to do that, I could easily just do that easily. So I mean, if I could do it, anybody can do it. So
yeah.
All right, Zach. Hey, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
All right. Yeah. Have a good night, Rich. Good additions. All right. Gematria 32 is always quick, so I got to let him on. What's up, Gematria 32?
Man, Rich is sharp, huh? He's a sharp one, right?
He's a great decoder.
Yeah, man. He's a good student. He's number one student. Could you pull up the Robbie Parker post on your GematriaEffectNews website?
I know I don't have more than one.
I think the first one that comes up be the 112.
Yeah. The one about the Texas Rangers?
Yeah, you got to show them. You got to show the people. This is
Robbie Parker threw out the first pitch for the Rangers 112 days after the anniversary, where everything was 112 with the shooting. Well, I got to show people all the 112s over the years with SH. The whole Alex Jones thing was a massive 112 thing. What's the one guy who also got sued for SH? Can you think of his name? His name is 112. Professor.
I just remember
Jim. Is it Jim Fetzer?
That sounds familiar.
I think it's Jim Fetzer.
It's probably on your old website.
Fetzer, yeah, it is 112. Everything about SH is 112. Everything. Remember, the Jesuits operate in 112 countries. For people who don't know.
Yeah, AL 112.
Alex Jones had to pay Robbie Parker 120 million. Robbie Parker 120.
Man, they get away with this. It's amazing, right? It's like, by this point, you should know that that kid should burn that hat and that blazer, that dirty hat and that stink blazer. You understand?
You talking about the kid that made this video today?
Listen, how do you that blazer look like it stinks, and that hat?
That's what I think. He wears the same clothes every day. That shit's gotta stink.
You can know he's using you for clickbait to make money. He's making money off you.
Well, he makes money regardless of what he does. Is his troll, whatever's behind him, pays him very well to get online and troll every day. It's crazy.
Like, just to be that coy is annoying. You know, it's like
it is really fucking annoying. I mean,
Like,
that's why I say people need to get thrown in wood chippers. I'd throw him in a wood chipper in 2 seconds. I wouldn't even blink.
because to be this intellectually stupid is impossible. I mean, it's not possible, but like at this point, it's like, you know.
Let me see if Google got rid of all. You know, it's crazy how Google tried to hide all the Adam Lanza 112 articles.
Well, who's more censored than you? You know, like.
But you remember how it used to not be a hard thing. Look at all
You
these.
got a lot of stuff deleted from that website. I go back and try to search for stuff, and it's just gone. It's just gone.
Here, I found there's a little something here. Here's one story. Here's the New York Times Post. Everybody had to mention that Adam Lanza weighed 112 pounds at the time. And you guys, when SH happened, again, we have the anniversary today on sandy beaches in Bondi Beach. They're showing you people running all over the sand. Again, people don't get the jokes. But I didn't know gematria when that happened. I didn't learn it until the next year, 2013. I was going nuts about the news media bringing up his weight all the time. I just thought, why the hell do they keep talking about this kid weighing 112 pounds? And I said, how can you be 6 feet tall and weigh 112 pounds anyway? It sounds impossible.
Everything in the news.
But yeah, then I was like, oh, look at that. He's born on the 112th day of the year. Oh, A is 1, L is 12. Oh, it's compared to Dune Blaine, which happened on 112 date numerology.
Why are they giving us his weight? Like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, it was, yeah. And then for Robbie Parker to throw the first pitch 112 days after the shooting, it's like more mockery, right?
And again, because the whole thing was connected to Skull and Bones too, not far from Skull and Bones is Newtown. And
yeah, I remember the internet was you could get
like, the Bush family though. I'm saying Bush family, Skull and Bones members. They ran the Rangers, who we threw out the first pitch for.
Remember how YouTube was back in when this happened? It was like you could see, you was catching everything. It wasn't censored. It was like you could catch Robbie Parker laughing, and all those clips was up. Like, you know, now you can't find anything.
Yeah. It used to be a lot better platform. Sandy Hook on the 41st parallel as well, just like Sandy Hook equals 41. And then all the 41s in today's ritual, 13 years later, 41's the 13th prime. Here we go again.
Business is booming over there. Well, Legends Act, man. Another winning day. People, I mean, as long as we keep doing what we're doing, I don't really care about anybody else, you know?
Yeah. Here's Dr. H. Wayne Carver. He didn't perform very well with his acting thing, laughing, talking about the cute kid stuff. He died by the numbers.
Yep.
Document
everything. Yeah, it's like, come on, look at all these rituals. We document the same patterns over and over. It's you have to be mathematically retarded, or just like not even mathematically, just reasoning. Your reasoning has to be so.
What do you think about this? He was the one on the 56th day of the year that helped pass this law so that they didn't have to disclose any information about child autopsies. They did that a little more than a year before SH happened. Doesn't that seem suspicious?
Well, suspicious that you could see the on camera the fakeness. Everything on camera was fake. I don't even.
That's why I get annoyed. That's why I get annoyed about people who are just so gullible. It's like
the way they was moving on camera and everything, like they was caught. Like you could tell it was it was contrived. It was staged. So, I mean, just like everything, you know, that Bondi Beach, Australia equals what 348, 348 day of the year. That's funny.
That is funny. You could argue that one's a stretch, but it does line up.
So. I don't think that's a stretch with these people. I think it's everything with these people are to the T. You know.
Yeah. It's
to the T. But and, check you out on Patreon tomorrow.
All right, man. You have a good night. It's interesting that he did that exactly 94 weeks before the shooting. That's another number involved in that event. I need to, and you know what? Writing a book about that is something that's definitely going to get you in trouble. But that event needs to be exposed more, because people still do it to this day. They're like, what do you think SH was some kind of conspiracy too? I love when people act out like that, like they know something. It's like, yeah, it was in the news and was a total load of shit. I mean, do you have any proof anything happened? That's why just everyone, they think because they've watched the news and believed what they were told that they're holier than thou. It's so annoying. Here, let's see if Auntie Mama's got it now. What's up, Auntie Mama? Auntie Mama?
Hey, Zach, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, because I can't hear you. Whenever you let your, and there's nothing interfering with me, I could hear perfectly well until you let that guy down. The moment you let him down, your sound went away for me.
Here. Hopefully she can read the screen. I can hear you.
Just
You
say
can...
what you want to say. Bet. Okay, cool beans. All right. So very quickly, I want to address Chaotic Coon. Shout out to his mama who decided instead of spitting him the fuck out or leaving him like the grease stain he ought to be in on the sheets, she decided to take a chance on his nothing ass daddy. Now, as an American Negro or Negress myself, okay, the descendant of the great Moors who this whole world belongs to. If you want to check that out, go to Teacher Charles TV. Again, go to Teacher Charles TV. The reason why you can't figure out why everything is literally turned upside down is because of the overthrow of the brown man into the white man. Now, and you can tell, right? Because the whites can't dance and the sun hates them. But in order to facilitate this great coup d'etat, one, you needed turncoat greasy niggas, okay? Like Captain Chaos. Captain Chaos. Isn't he a part of the Divine Booty Nine? Yeah, right. So him continuously acting like he is so above every other American-born Negro by screaming about, you don't know no black men's like me. You don't know no greasy niggas like me. What a conk who just got here on some boat and is happy to be here because you probably are from a colonized nation. And that stinky jacket and that really funky MAGA hat is housing just how ignorant you are, sir. So again, I've noticed, Zach, that you put yourself through unnecessary torture, baby, when you go over to Chaotic Coon's channel, where he displays emotional ignorance. He has emotional outbursts. He does a lot of name calling. Notice how oily he is, very greasy, right? He's so intelligent, but he doesn't know how oily he is. He's either African or Haitian for sure, because him is some greasy niggas. Not all of y'all, but you know who you are. But in order for the takeover to happen, you need the turncoat Negro. So him consistently talking about what he doesn't understand. And I don't know, Zach, why don't you tell me? I don't know, buddy. I don't know. He's a troll and he is here to literally drain you, Zach. You are speaking real truth to power. You are talking about some very real shit. And those who know very much do know. So shout out to all of the people who come on before, who talk about all of the coinky dinkies going on. Isn't Taylor Swift from Providence, Rhode Island, or lives there now or some shit, whatever. But yeah, Coon, Chaotic Coon, he's just the latest boule booty brother out here, a sellout like every other Negro hooping and hollering about, my Negroes make six figures. We make six niggas in America are not impressed by six figures any fucking more. That shit ended in 2019. You got 15, 16-year-olds talking about they want $1 million a billy. So he's clearly a nigga that just got here. He's so happy to be here. He's so happy to goddamn niggas ain't rationing him Coca-Colas and ugly shirts. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about his greasy hard R saying self and him declaring himself to be so incredibly intelligent and above us. I'd like to know what's on his bookshelf, right? And don't go out there and order no shit right now. No, we want to know what's on your bookshelf right now, since you so high-minded with your booty butt semen guzzling self. So yeah, I just wanted to read him from the beginning to the end, to the top to the bottom, for all of the auntie mamas out there. Him out here impersonating a true nigga, and him ain't no real nigga. Him not. We know a fake nigga when we see one. Like the brother said, nigga, you look like you stink. You got a little bit of curry under your nails. I ain't trying to be xenophobic or racist, but you know what I'm talking about, you sellout coon ass nigga. All right, Zach, I love you. I'm sorry that I can't hear your show. I'm gonna link out. You know, I'm in Southeast Asia. I'm on the other side of the country, of the world. Child, I'm about to say America. So I'm gonna come out, and then I will be able to hear the show. So give me about a minute. I love you all, Zach. I love you very much. I want you to know that, brother. And I bullshit you not. Give me a moment. My friends will be close by in about 6 weeks, and they're bringing me a laptop. Believe it or not, I left stuff in America, and I didn't know laptops were expensive here. Isn't that crazy? And they're super cheap for Black Friday in America. Anyway, shout out to capitalism. So as soon as I get myself situated, in less than 2 months, I'm going to email you, Zach, and we're going to do an interview on my channel so we can really get into this gematria, the killing of the Black man, the Black woman, the Black earth, turning it to European, and definitely the Jesuits took over. And if we really want to get into it, niggas are still in charge. That's the great secret. It's just a bunch of rich niggas who don't like us niggas, right? And they hire them kind of coon ass niggas to try and overthrow us niggas. But they can never get rid of us niggas because we come from what? The true seed. And it's all good because you niggas are our grafted in family, right? Zach is our family because he's grafted in. You other niggas, like Chaotic Coon, he don't get in. Okay? So anyway, love you, mean it. I'm out. Ciao.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Mina. Except for she can't hear me. The raccoon came back in here. Maybe he wants to defend himself. Raccoon.
What's going on, Zach?
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I don't feel anything about it at all.
You don't think she hit the nail on the head?
Hey, man, everybody's entitled to their opinion, man. I
notice when my community talks shit about you, it sounds pretty on point. When your people come on and troll, they just sound fucking dumb. You know, it's like the way he came on today and goes, you know, Zach has never talked about Ignatius Loyola, and your quote back was exactly. And I thought, how fucking dumb are these people? I wrote a book about Ignatius Loyola. What's wrong with these people? Do you see the difference? How when you guys talk, it's just nothing but bullshit. What she just, I mean, you must stink. You do wear the same jacket every day. How could you possibly not smell terrible?
What do you think I smell like, Zach?
If I wore the same jacket every day, I'd fucking stink. How do you wear the same jacket every day?
It's the only jacket I can afford.
Who's taking all your money, Gimpy?
I don't make that much money, Zach.
Do you split up the super chats with all the trolls on the panel that come on each day? What do you guys do?
Zach, believe it or not, I don't really make a lot of money on YouTube, buddy.
Well, you do better than me on YouTube, I guarantee that.
How do you know that?
Well, you get a lot of super chats each day. I mean, YouTube does take about 50% of those super chats, but I would estimate that your take from YouTube is better than 10 grand a month, which isn't bad. Should be enough to afford more than one jacket.
Nah, you'll be surprised how much I
put up your analytics. Put up your analytics. Let's see.
I can't do it now.
Sure you can.
Maybe I can do it tomorrow, buddy.
Okay, yeah, put up your analytics. I'll be surprised if you don't make more than 10 grand a month based on what you get from super chats. Not to mention you get lots of cash apps and PayPal. So you must do better than 10 grand a month, unless you're just lying all day. Oh, are you just like making up that you got cash apps and PayPals?
I could be lying.
You lie about a lot of things. So, hey, by the way, you know Coolio? You remember the rapper Coolio?
Of course I do. He's one of my. He was like a one-hit wonder in the 90s, but yeah, we all like Coolio.
He had more than one hit in the 90s, right? He had a few.
Yeah, right. What was the second hit?
Well, Fantastic Voyage was a music video, and so was
I like that one. Yeah, okay, yeah, I like that one. Yeah, that is true. I like that one.
Everybody was coming out of the trunk of his car. Don't you remember? Even Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
They must have played that one in Nigeria. I was going to see if you did remember.
What about Coolio?
Did you know that he died on the 46th anniversary of the Stevie Wonder sample for Gangsta's Paradise?
I didn't know that. He died, last year, right?
I think CNN copied me because I broke that news story, and then CNN put it up like 30 minutes later.
No, but I didn't know that, though. But what about it? What about the anniversary? What about it, though?
The 46th anniversary. What have I taught you about 46?
What have you taught me about 46, Zach?
I've probably given you the lesson probably 50 times in the last year. I just wonder how many times I have to teach it to you before it sticks.
Well, get me up to speed again. What does it mean?
I actually shared this with you earlier this year, and you laughed at it.
And why did I laugh at it?
You said it was like Yu-Gi-Oh.
I said that?
Like, I don't know what's wrong with you. You don't remember anything.
Well, Zach, I talked to thousands of people, man. So, I mean,
you've made videos about it.
I mean, you just invited me you emailed me and said Nigerian, come to hit the link. You want me to? I guess you didn't do that, right?
How do you not know what 46 is?
I just don't remember, Zach. I talked to thousands of people.
Genesis 46 is about what?
Yeah, what, killing?
It's about sacrifice. And what's sacrifice equal? Doesn't it equal 46?
Sure.
Don't you think it's weird that he would die on the 46th anniversary of Pastime Paradise, which is the sample for Gangsta's Paradise?
Yeah, I mean, it could be, or maybe he was just an alcoholic addict who just died.
You know, he died on his 59th day of being 59 years old and on a 59 date numerology.
I didn't know that, Zach.
Well, what's 59 equal? We got over that one a bunch too.
I don't know.
You don't remember the slave, Negro, blues, Rost, all that equal 59? Black history.
I thought that was 40. I thought that was 42.
Motown came out in 59.
He
was signed to Motown, by the way.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, Motown has a rap label. You think he just died from being an alcoholic, just coincidentally, on that day of all days?
It's possible. I mean, well, was he an addict?
Why, as a black man, would you not be interested in showing how black people are being shamed and murdered? And instead of doing that, you choose to ridicule it and make fun of it.
Why do you think? Why do you think I do these things, Zach?
Yeah, paid to be just a troll?
And who's paying me?
I don't know. It's hard to say. These people, perhaps.
Let me ask you a question. As a black person, why should I care about Coolio?
It's not just about Coolio.
Who else is it about?
Funny thing, when George Foreman died, I told you it was about the tournament the night before Houston played their game the next day, and the very next day they literally won their game 81-76. Like Foreman fought in 81 fights and won 76, and then the very next day
and died at 76 too, right?
Right. Yeah, we talked about the day before the game because I said his death is about the Houston tournament. I showed you Big George equals 42. I said, watch, tomorrow they'll get their 42nd tournament win. And sure enough, they did 81-76.
Oh, yeah?
How can you look at this stuff day after day and then come back and say, this is Pokemon? I mean, here was your video today. What happened, Zachary? You should have opened up my book and scrolled through it and see if I wrote anything about December 14th. You would have seen why I explained why it's a day of fateful murders year after year. And we got another one today. Now we got Rob Reiner, and I just explained this to you earlier. December 14th, spelled as words, equals 187, like the homicide code.
And let me ask you a question. Why do you think Rob...
Isn't that specifically the homicide code in California where Rob Reiner's body was found?
187? Yeah, look, let me ask you a question. Why do you think Rob Reiner was sacrificed?
Well, I thought you just watched me present on where he factored in with OJ and why he ties him with the ritual.
Oh, yeah, you did.
They're born in the same year. And they're also born 125 days apart. And all these.
But what is that? Okay, so let me ask you this then. What's the overall plan to have him sacrificed in correlation or tandem to whatever specific day with OJ? How about that?
Just like it says in the song Murder by Numbers, that it's a sport. It's for fun. It's a game. I mean, I've told you 50 times to read the lyrics to Murder by Numbers. This is a fun game to them. Like when you were a kid, you used to say, hey, let me see if I can spot a yellow car.
So let me ask you a question. So you believe that the powers that be sent his son to kill him, or do you just think that it was just actual members of this group that went into his mansion and slaughtered him and his wife?
I'm sticking to the theory that they literally have assassins within the police departments in these major cities, especially a city like LA. Again, the song about Murder by Numbers is by the police. You've seen 2 football players in the last month and a half found dead, and they were both in incidents involving the police.
Well, I already told you I agreed with that theory. That I even thought about that decades ago, that they have
Look at what time it says the police
killing
found the bodies.
squads within the police. I'll agree with you on that. I kind of
It
agree
says the
with you.
police found the bodies at 3:40 and murder equals 34, like Jewish, and it's Hanukkah.
Well, I mean, I don't know about the numbers, but I will agree with you halfway. And I've told you.
When you say you don't know about the numbers, I mean, what's not to know?
Well, I don't know about the numbers, Zach, but I do know.
3:40.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with the numbers, man. It's just that
3:40 military time. Is it 15:40? You know how military time works? You just keep counting.
Yeah, I do.
So it's 15:40 military time, right? Ritual sacrifices. That's another code for them. Ritual sacrifice 154. These patterns are so redundant. They happen all the time.
Exactly. Do you know why we have military time?
Well, then you're not confusing between morning and afternoon. I mean, it's very specific.
Yeah, that's simple as that. So when you give, that's a lot of people don't know that. Yeah, it's like when you give out a order, you don't want to give out 12:10
and then be at the wrong
a.m. and then somebody does it at 12:10 p.m. Yeah. Right. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that shit. But anyway, you go ahead, buddy. I'm listening to you, man. Go ahead.
Can you get your wife to say something?
I don't have a wife, Zach.
Can you get Bob to say something?
No, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, it is really interesting, man. But I mean, could it just be that Rob Reiner was a 75-year-old man who had a degenerate ass son who was a fucking loser?
Is that what the new detail is? That the son stabbed him?
Yeah. That's
okay. That wasn't the story. That wasn't the story when I started the stream. So those are.
It's been confirmed. People magazine have confirmed that they have sources of note that have given them that information. And then I went back on there again, and there were other sources that said that it was his son. So it hasn't been confirmed by the LAPD, but who knows, man.
Well, I don't know what goes on in these Hollywood elite families, but to me, it feels like there's a lot of weird ritualism going on. And Hollywood's alluded to this through a number of movies. So even if the son did do it, was it something he really wanted to do, or was it something that he had to do? Was it he told that, listen, if you don't do this, then it's going to be you and your spouse and your children or something like that? I think at the end of the day, that's kind of what's going on behind the scenes. Just like Marvin Gaye. You know, Marvin Gaye gets shot on his last day being 44 years old when shooting an execution and killer 44 and blamed on his father. Every famous Black American you can almost think of who's been shot was shot in a 44 ritual, from MLK to Malcolm X. Thomas Hagen, the Malcolm X assassin, that name equals 44. Supposedly birthed 4 children while he was in prison too, which is also weird. Of course, MLK shot on 4-4. So anyway, I don't know. You're a weird one to me, CT.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think people like you would exist if it wasn't for the internet. I don't think you'd ever do this in person, and I don't think.
What do you mean? Do what in person?
Great to do it.
Do what?
Go online and call. Notice most of your panelists, like Nigtao, right? He's got a funny delivery. He doesn't come around too much. I don't know what happened to Nigtao. You guys not paying him anymore, or what?
Probably in jail.
He's probably in jail. Well, the thing about Nigtao is he does what you do too, but he knows better than to put his face online.
Oh yeah.
So, you put your face online, but you don't want your name out there, right? You're worried about having your name out there because you're ashamed of what you do.
You think I'm ashamed of what I do?
Of course you are. Why do you come on as Chaotic Truth? Why don't you come on as your actual name?
Let me ask you a question. What do you think I would do if the internet didn't exist? What would I do?
Well, probably conduct yourself like a reasonable person.
Oh, yeah?
The internet brings out the worst of people, but it also enables people to be trolls and hide behind, screen names and avatars. That's the one thing I'll give you credit for. You don't hide behind an avatar. You actually put your face out there.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, I said, let's go meet up in Cleveland and we'll both do our thing on the street and we'll see who gets shot first. We both know it's going to be you. I mean,
why would either of us get shot for talking? And why would you presume that Cleveland is that kind of dangerous? Why would you presume?
Well, you're the one who always says how dangerous it is. You're saying, let's go to this.
But why would you? But you never been to? Well, you've been to Cleveland, right?
We were downtown. You said that doesn't count as Cleveland.
Not really. No, it doesn't. To be honest with you, no. That's more like no.
But okay, you're out on the street on a mega speaker, playing your recording of the Black Man Ain't Build Nothing. Black people are.
And why would somebody shoot me for that?
Huh?
Why would somebody shoot me for that?
Just the whole neighborhood ends with the ER ending.
And why would they shoot me for saying the ER word when they say when they call each other niggas every day?
Well, you might just get an ass whooping. You might not actually get shot, but
they call each other niggas every day, Zach. So why would they harm me?
If you did what you do,
they call each other niggas every day. So why would they harm me? I don't get it.
Somebody's gonna get violent with you.
I'm not following you, Zach. They literally call each other niggas every damn day, and where I'm at, I hear it every damn day.
Not with the ER ending.
Well, what does it matter? Does it change the magic powers or something when you change it to ER?
Everybody understands that these are not the same words, right?
What are you talking about? It is the same word, nigga and nigger.
Oh my God. Nobody associates these things as the same word.
Well, when are you coming to Cleveland? I bet we could meet up and we could go to the worst hoods in Cleveland.
There will be another road trip. So when I do come through Cleveland, I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah, you can come by yourself. So I'll come by myself. You come by yourself, and we go to any hood of my choice, right? Because I'm from Cleveland, right?
Yeah, that would be perfectly fine.
And I bet you, okay, and we both get on our loudspeaker. We could both get on our soapboxes, right? And get on the microphone, right?
Yeah, and we'll see what happens. How your message resonates.
Sure. And what is my message, Zach? What is my message?
Well, I mean, if we had to boil down your message would essentially be black people are an inferior race that humanity should give up on.
Are black people superior to you?
As I've said many times before,
who's the superior race? Are black people superior?
I think it's environment that makes the difference for everyone. And
so environment makes what black people what to you? Because if they're not inferior, they must be superior, right? So are black people superior?
The problem with most black neighborhoods is they are in schools that have the very worst teachers, and it creates a horrible atmosphere.
So the teachers, like let's say in Cleveland, they didn't get master's degrees in special education or
we know how the behind system works. The worst teachers get put in these schools.
So the teachers are bad and the schools are
no effect.
So the kids are, so they're not. So the kids aren't superior. Then they're what? They're just victims.
They're in an unfortunate spots where they are.
So they are unfortunate.
There's
okay.
no real evidence because
I'm listening to you, buddy.
Listen, man, you know what you do. You try to say that black people they can't learn, they're dumb.
Can they learn?
They have no self-control.
Do they have self-control? You just said I would get shot if I was talking.
The other day, your whole show about Sharon Moore. This is exactly.
Well, wait a minute. So do blacks have self-control?
The whole Sharon Moore thing is a psychological.
Well, I'm asking you. You just said that I say that blacks don't have self-control. So do blacks have self-control?
Don't you say they have low impulse control? Don't you say that like?
Well, what do you think? Well, what do you think? Do you think they have high impulse control?
Again, I don't think there's any difference.
Do blacks have high impulse
behaviors
control?
of any race?
Do blacks have high impulse control, Zach? Do blacks have high? You said that I said they have low impulse control.
But
do they have high impulse control?
Huh?
Do they have high impulse control?
Again, I don't make it about race and say, well, they have lower than this group. No. What you try to do is...
Do Asians like your wife have high impulse control, Zach, compared to blacks? Do Asians have high impulse control?
Again, Asians are completely dependent on their environment too. You know, you look at like where my wife's from, third world Asian nation, Burma. Education level very low. There's hardly any Burmese people that are doing, even the Burmese refugees that come over here, hardly any of them are in college. They mostly come over here and take, working jobs in a warehouse. Burma's culture is not about education. She's a rare one to go on to get a doctorate. That is so unheard of in her culture. So again, this stereotype that all Asians are greater students and smarter and higher achievers is also not true. The environment in Burma is not that. That's not the culture in Burma. She's an outlier for her country. So that's why when you try to stereotype and say this race is this and this race is this, and don't you often point out that Nigeria is one of the more higher achieving African nations?
Yeah, it's an emerging market. Yeah, a lot of brain drain. They go to different countries and succeed. Absolutely.
And isn't that mostly because of its location?
I would largely say that it has to do with the large population it has. I mean, it has almost 300 million people. So if 30, 40 million people are intelligent, I mean, that's more than most countries have in their own population. So it's only the reason why Nigerians seem smart is because they have a lot of people within the population. I don't think the average Nigerian is smart at all. I just think that they just have the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have a lot of Nigerians that are really stupid, to be completely honest with you, man.
There's a lot of stupid people everywhere you go.
Well, I agree with you on that too. But I also agree that
I don't know why you make your show about just race bait every day unless you're being put up to it. Because you've even said out of your own mouth, you said, I wish I could do a show every day talking about space and the space-time community. And I was like, so why don't you do that?
Space-time continuum?
Yeah. Well, why don't you do that if you're the supposed host?
Well, let's do it right now. What do you think about the space-time continuum?
Huh?
Let's do it right now. What do you think about the space-time continuum?
These things actually aren't interesting to me. I don't care.
Why don't you care?
Because to me, it's irrelevant.
Okay.
To me, what's relevant is that we live under a tyrannical, evil government that any decent person can see.
Oh, yeah?
And it's just like, I was just showing you, like you, what's wrong with you? You like shrug your shoulders at the U.S. military supposedly hijacking a Venezuelan oil tanker. Now, first of all, I think that's probably a total load of shit. But any decent person would see that's a fucked up thing to do.
That is pretty fucked up. I will admit
the U.S. is going around the world doing all this fucked up shit, and they cheer it on, and then they wonder why we got so many haters.
I didn't shrug my shoulders at the Venezuelan thing, but I think you have me confused with I forgot who it was, but I didn't shrug my shoulders. I actually thought it was fucked up too, to be completely honest with you. Did you know that Venezuela is one of our largest oil producers on the planet? Did you know that? Because they have a lot of barrels.
They're number 18. Like oil equals 18. Like Maduro got hit by American pirates on the 18th day of his age.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, why do you think this stuff's a coincidence every day? I told you a year ago. I said I can show you every single day that every single major headlines by the numbers, and I've done that for pretty much a whole year for you, and you've just shrugged your shoulders at all of it.
Well, I apologize.
What makes you think this kind of stuff is a coincidence every day?
I don't really think anything about it, to be honest with you.
Do you know that the CIA has a statue outside their doors that's in tribute to this knowledge of letters and numbers?
I beg your pardon?
In tribute to cryptography? Why do you think the CIA has a statue paying tribute to this knowledge outside their doors?
They do?
Yeah, look it up, Cryptos. Yeah, the CIA has a statue literally acknowledging this information. See, that's the thing. You've sat here for a year and made fun of this when I proved my point every day, and never once have you taken the time to pick up any book and look into Kabbalah and how this does come from Kabbalah. Is DC not known as the Masonic city? Is Freemasonry not based in Kabbalah?
I just don't think the Kabbalah is for my eyes. I'm not Jewish.
Huh?
I don't think the Kabbalah is for my eyes. I'm not Jewish.
Why? That's something like a Talmudic Jew would say about a Goyim.
But that's something that I'm saying about myself. I mean, that's
why I also think your handlers are gimpy, and that's why you say things.
I don't pick up the Quran either. I mean, I don't think the Quran is for me either. I'm not a Muslim. That's why when people talk about the Hadiths, I'm like, what the fuck?
Where was it ever promoted to limit your understanding of knowledge?
It was never promoted, but it's just certain things that I believe are sacred to certain groups of people. So you introduced Gematria to me. I didn't seek it, so it's sacred to you. It's not sacred to me. Just like Islam.
It's not sacred to me.
Oh, okay. Well, just like Islam is sacred to Muslim people, I don't get into it. I don't really care for it, to be honest with you. It's not about. It doesn't affect my life.
It does affect your life.
Islam affects my life. Okay, go ahead. Tell me how it does.
Well, you could say Islam is affecting your life more and more too. Sure, there's a lot more Islamic people coming into the nation.
Really? So, but where do they affect my life in my daily life?
I wasn't necessarily speaking to Islam, but what I was speaking to is this knowledge does affect your life because every day this is how the stories. Listen, you're sitting here online every day talking about the news that's spoon-fed to you like it's real.
Oh yeah.
You don't do that?
Hey man, whatever you say, man. Whatever you say, I do. I do
a stream on how Sharon Moore can't handle himself. Another black loses it over white woman or something. Wasn't that your topic the other day?
Yeah. What about it? You don't think that Michigan really
read in the headline how he gave up $30 million?
You don't think that he really worked for a university? You don't think that the university really fired him, Zach? You think that's just some shit they made?
Look at it. Look at his name. Do you see his name? Sharon 10242. Look at the N-word, the one you use all the time. 1024230, like the 30 million slavery. 102, 30, 42. He got fired 102 days after Michigan's first game last season. Doesn't look like a ritual to you?
Well, to be honest with you, I think it's a ritual to you to always imply that there's something happening with black people.
So
yeah,
what,
I mean,
I put that ritual together for him to be in the news like that? You think I orchestrated?
I just think you put these numbers up. I just think you make these numbers up. To be honest with you, bro.
How are we making them up?
I think it's just something that you've made up. I think these numbers.
I made up that system?
I think you did, bro. To be completely honest with you, man.
That's in a book from 1926.
Yeah, I mean, again, man, I don't think any. Well, I mean, Zach, let's be honest about it, man. You've had a lot of your people come on my channel, and they've given the wrong numbers, the wrong dates, the wrong calculations. I'm not gonna do that, Zach. I'm not about to. I'm not here for that, Zach.
Well, how am I giving any wrong numbers or wrong dates or wrong calculations?
It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter, man. Whatever you believe, Zach. Listen, I'm not here to debate you about Gematria, man. You just asked me to come here. I'm just talking to you, man.
Again, this is all throughout history. The American Civil War, which had to do with slavery.
What does slavery have to do with? What does slavery have to do with Sharon Brown? Maybe his ancestors weren't slaves.
Wasn't he put in a jail 102 days after the season began?
Zach, Zach, there's a possibility that anybody can be put in jail in America.
What's closer to slavery than being in jail?
So you think everybody who's in jail is a slave, Zach?
Essentially, yeah. I would say they are. They are a slave of the state. A lot of them are used for corporate labor, too, for pennies on the dollar.
Okay, I'm listening to you, buddy.
But that's what I mean. Your headline is about, man, he lost 30 million. You don't even see the joke.
And what's the joke, Zach?
That slavery and the N-word equal 30 and Tuskegee equals 30 and a million other things connected to black history.
What does the N-word and black history have to do with Sharon, buddy?
Wasn't that your headline, that he lost 30 million over the white woman? That's what your headline was the other day.
Sure. Yeah.
About everything being a puzzle. Did he not help win the championship over Washington the other year?
He did. He did.
And as we pointed out, we were way ahead of the curve on that one. It was Michigan's 206th season. They beat the team from the 206 area code. Nick Saban got stuck on 206 wins that year. Washington was underwater that day, the day that he was in court in Washtenaw. Doesn't that seem weird to you that he's in a jail cell in Washtenaw while Washington's in the news? Doesn't it just remind you of what we're talking about today with the thing of the Heisman and Brown University and how it factors in with what happened in the NFL and the stabbings and the new Heisman winner? Every day it's like this if you pay attention. They're putting riddles in front of you. Look, I just showed you, right? I showed you Society of Jesus equals 187. The coach who is replacing Sharon is named Francis Xavier. That's the second leader of the Society of Jesus, Francis Xavier. Sharon got hired on the 187th birthday of the state of Michigan as the head coach, and he got fired 187 days after Francis Xavier's birthday. And again, all this is going on while George Washington equals 187, while it's the state of Washington's underwater. And now here we are on George Washington's death anniversary in this same week. You don't see the ritualism here? That's just you think this is all a coincidence. Is that your conclusion that all of it is a coincidence?
I don't know, Zach. I mean, bro, I don't know, man.
Well, here's something I take issue with.
What's up?
Here's a quote that's come out of your mouth 1,000 times in the last year. Dumb blacks follow Zach. You say that all the time. Dumb blacks follow Zach. How many times have you said that?
I probably say it every time you come around, Zach.
Exactly. You say it all the time. Dumb blacks follow Zach. There's a lot of black people in this community, and they can follow this. Why do you feel like you're superior to the people who can follow this? By the way, Washtenaw County, how many times I showed you about the 5976 slave code? You know?
What does slave and Rasta and nigger have to do with me, Zach?
No, what it has to do with the ritual that they did to Sharon Moore as they shame him, as they make it look like he's another black man who can't control his Johnson. Just like what you're
he is a black man who can't control his Johnson.
So you think it's a coincidence he really got hired on Michigan's 187th birthday and got fired 187 days after Francis Xavier's birthday? You really think that's just a coincidence?
I don't know, man. Sure.
Isn't that his name, Francis Xavier?
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
The coach who's replacing him, his name is Francis Xavier.
I thought he replaced Jim Harbaugh.
No, I'm talking about the coach that's now replacing Sharon.
Oh, I didn't watch it. Okay, I didn't know.
Francis Xavier, who coached at St. Francis Academy. Look at this. I mean, literally hired on the 187th birthday of the state of Michigan. I just showed you how it connects with George Washington. Washtenaw? Doesn't Washtenaw sound like Washington?
Yeah, sure, Zach. Yeah, man. Zach, I gotta get to sleep, man.
All right, get some sleep. Again, it's just, I mean, if he's not just a complete troll, then he's a complete moron. But what's annoying is he sits online and says how dumb the people are that follow this community. Again, this is a community full of high intellect people of all races. It's just annoying to listen to somebody like that who can't follow 1 + 1 = 2, who sits online and lies about everything, including having a wife, which he obviously doesn't. But yeah, just what a loser. Well, what's up, Sage Zero?
Hey, what's going on, Zach?
Hey, man.
About the shooting in Australia. It came 287 days after the Prime Minister's birthday.
41 weeks.
And, yeah, and if you write out New South Wales, Australia, it equals 287.
No, good one.
Yeah. In the most simple cipher. Yeah. And about the Brown shooting.
You know what else? Just about how the last major killing there was executed by a guy named Bryant. Bryant's 80.
Yeah.
And just like New South Wales, Australia is.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. And they're saying that the shooter in Brown University, his last name is his last name is Erickson, and he's from Wisconsin.
They freed him. It's not him anymore.
Oh, they said it's not in. Oh, man.
They released him. They said that he was released. But yeah, no, I covered it. His name equaled Brown.
Yeah, and they also said that that in that shooting that one of the survivors survived Stoneman Douglas.
wait, what? One of the at Brown?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they also said that another one of the victims survived the Saugus shooting in Santa Clarita.
See, this is the kind of shit they do in the news. Here, Mason Wells. Do you guys remember Mason Wells, the Mormon missionary? Do you remember Mason Wells?
Yeah, I heard King Richard talking about him.
My first book, by the way.
Yeah.
Mason Wells. Let me see here. He survived 3 tragedies in the news. Let me see if we can recall what 3 they were. The Boston Marathon bombing, the France Friday the 13th nightclub shootings, and the Brussels bombing. He was on site for all 3.
Yeah, just bullshit reporting.
Yeah.
This
is the kind of shit that they feed us in the mainstream, and people just eat it up. It's just obvious mockery.
Yeah, people can't see through it like that.
It's like they're trying to tell you, yeah, we do use the same people that show up at a lot of these sites. Just like the guy who was first arrested for the Charlie Kirk shooting that made the big all the headlines. He was one of the people interviewed in front of the World Trade Center the day of 9/11. Same guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you show that to people like that.
What day was Charlie Kirk shooter arrested on? 9/11. I mean, it's just that's what's wrong with the nation. It's like you shouldn't even have to explain gematria and break it down the way I do, but people just they think all this shit's a coincidence.
Yeah, and you show that to people like the last guy who called in. And they'll just say, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's what they say.
The other guy is a troll online that spent the last year mocking my work almost every other day. And just...
And he's from MLK's fraternity. So I think there's something to that.
Same fraternity.
Yeah, but that's all I had. Thanks for taking my call.
All right, I appreciate those additions.
Yeah,
take care, man.
Thank you. Take care.
Actually, hold on. I just realized who I'm talking to. How come when the FBI came out to my house, they had so many questions about you? Have you had the FBI come talk to you?
No, I haven't had the FBI come talk to me. I heard you talking about the when somebody came to your house 201 days after your birthday?
It was. It came out here February 7th.
Yeah, that's weird. I think one of those
And
people
they had
who
a
was
million questions about you and other
I
people
think
in the chat, but mostly about you. And I just kept saying, I don't know. I mean, what? There are people in my chat.
yeah, but I think one of the people who sent the cops out there, they're probably asking about me. They probably
No
like
doubt
told
it was clearly the transgender that works at the gas station was part of it. No doubt about it.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that's just pathetic that things like that are going on.
Okay. Well, I'm glad they
Yeah.
didn't come harass you, but they sure did have a lot of
Yeah.
questions about you. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Later, man.
All right.
Thank you.
That's it, much all. Take care.
Yep, see it. What's up? What's up, 510? You there?
Yo, what up?
Yeah, what's up,
Yeah,
man?
I don't know what you did when I got to CT channel, bro. I had your back though, man. And then he wanted to pivot and started talking about FBA shit. That's funny. But yeah, man, just know like they didn't even really bring it up anymore. I'm only do that one time.
Hold
It's
on
my
real
time
quick.
doing that.
Hold on. I just got to see what this phone call is. It's coming from Connecticut. I just find it
That's all I gotta
ironic
say.
on this day.
So like I said, I had your back. GG's.
Appreciate it, man. What's up, Connecticut?
Hey, what's going on, man? Actually, I live in Virginia and just got this old number, but I haven't called you in a while. But I knew you was talking about this Sharon Moore thing, and heard you mentioned Washington Law. Now, you know there's some people back in the day who consider themselves Washington Moors from down Louisiana Gulf Coast, and they've been here longer than the state of Louisiana and the state of Florida. So I just thought that was kind of a word that was the average person probably wouldn't recognize if they saw it in the news. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Washington. So just wanted to reach out to you, man. I haven't spoken to you so in a while. But yeah, we hear the souls, we hear them, we see them, we listen to them, and it's, you know, I understand you not antagonizing, but going back and forth with them. But it just pretty much proves your point. It shows his coldness all day. All right?
All right.
That's pretty much all I wanted to say, man.
Appreciate it.
Keep up the good work.
Okay, have a good night.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got Spam Wave, CM, and then King Richard's back, and then I need to go to bed. All right. What's up, Spam Wave?
Hey man, what's up? I had some stuff I wanted to show the last guy. You know, if he was saying that you just made all this up, then how come it's talking about, you know, the Jesuits and doing gematria and all that stuff in this book? And if he wants to ask about the why they would sacrifice somebody, I just want to show my screen real quick. Let's see. My audio.
I can't hear it. I don't want to play other people's stuff anyway. Playing other people's videos is never a good idea. Here, just tell me what it is. I don't want to watch it. Now I can't hear him. All right. Let's see. What's up, King Richard?
Hey, what's up, Zach? Just want to bring up one last thing. A lot of the Brown University shooting. I know they said that he's not the shooter. Erickson, I believe that's what his name was, right? Erickson. There happens to be a Leif Erickson joke because he's from Wisconsin, right? Wisconsin, and Leif Erickson. There's a connection with Wisconsin and Leif Erickson.
He's a Viking. He's a Viking. The Vikings have never lost on Leif Erickson Day.
Right. But today happens to be 66 days after Leif Erickson Day, and Leif Erickson equals 66, like mass shooting.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just a pattern I wanted to point out there. But yeah, how they sync it up. But yeah, probably something to that. I know Wisconsin does equal 44, like shooting. Been a lot of shooting rituals with Wisconsin and 44 in the past.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, so
Mason
right,
Wales, huh? Mason Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
So I wanted to show this. This right here is a structure of Freemasonry. This is a really famous picture. This is from lots of Masonic textbooks. And right up here at the top, you have the 32nd and the 33rd and 32nd degree, the royal, the princes of the royal secret. And right up here, I don't know if you can see this, but it says Knights of Malta, Order of Knights of Malta right here. So if you're in the Knights of Malta, you automatically get you're an honorary Mason in the York Rite of Freemasonry. And of course, up here you have the Order of the Knights Templar, Order of the Red Cross, all of the usual suspects. We can go down here. You have the Shriners. There's also they have actually recently removed this, but there's also the Order of the Jesters. There's all these other groups, and the Order of the Knights of Malta is a Catholic organization. You have that supposedly Freemasonry is banned in Catholicism, but that's only for the lower members. The higher members don't follow the rules, just like Pope Francis was doing the hidden hand. And also, you have here, this is a Masonic temple that I was looking at. This is on Reddit. And, of course, up here you can see ciphers in the language that are not English, just like I was saying last time. I don't know if I can zoom in on this anymore, but maybe I could zoom in right here. Oops. Can you see that? You can tell that that's not English. And yeah, so and then also you have you also have the female Freemasons, which are now like which are now a recognized order, and they're on the Masonic structure right here. There's the Order of the Eastern Star, and in Washington D.C. you have the Order of the Eastern Star, headquartered in Washington D.C. And I wanted to show the here we go. Where is it? I have so many. Yeah, here we go. So this is Washington D.C. The street layout of this, and right here you can see that it looks like the Kabbalah tree right here. Also, you have many confirmed Masonic presidents: Washington, Monroe, Jackson, Garfield, McKinley, Taft, FDR, Truman, Ford. And of course, you also have George Bush and I forgot the guy who he was running against in 2000. But both of them were Orders of Skull and Bones, which Skull and Bones, you can look it up, is the American branch of the Bavarian Illuminati. The Bavarian Illuminati was the German branch in Bavaria, and they came to America and opened up the Bavarian Illuminati in Yale. And of course, you have Trump, who's a Jesuit. You have Fauci, who's a Jesuit. So you have all these secret society people. None of the people are Jews. And also you have this was I had tried to read this last time that I was in there, but he didn't let me, and it was Taylor Swift. So this is from the news. This is from today. So this is from today, where they're talking about, this is a headline: numerology behind Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement. And then you have, in this interview, you have at minute, I actually put the timestamp, 52:20, you have her talking. I'll put the subtitles on. frozen. She went to NYU just like Trump's son, which Trump equals 88. Entered apprentice, which is the first degree of masonry is also 88.
I see.
So right there she says, and I just love numerology. I love math stuff. I love dates. I love that stuff. I find really fun. So dates, numbers, so all the stuff that you're doing, that CT's. Oh, it's like Pokemon cards. Oh, it's like Pokemon cards, except billionaires are doing this stuff.
Except our federal government operates this way every day. The news is orchestrated this way. The sports games are rigged this way. Yeah, it's just.
And they admit it, this is admitted, and right here in this Freemason text, it says that the G in the Freemason logo is actually, and I'll pull that up too, the Freemason logo. Everybody can look it up. I'll just pull it up from the Wikipedia page because there's also something else I wanted to show here. It looks like that. Where's the G? Freemason. Yeah, right here. So you can see the G. The G stands for Superior General of the Jesuits, and it said this is in a Freemason text where it says this. Which this is what I read last time. I'm not going to read the whole thing because I already did that. But the Freemasons Magazine and Masonic Mirror, Volume 4, which is a real Masonic text. And it talks about how the Jesuits control Freemasonry, and the G is actually for the general of the superior general, and it also stands for geometry as well. So I mean, this stuff is just undeniable, and it's not really debatable because the people that are doing this admit that they're doing this. So it's.
And remember, the Jesuit headquarters is the Church of the Jesus, spelled with a G. We've made this point a million times. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is what I wanted to show. So right here, this is also from Wikipedia. So it talks about the sublime prince of the royal secret. I wonder what secret they're keeping, and what does the eye represent? Omnipotence. What does the sun represent? Omnipotence. And you look at the sun logo of the Jesuits and the sun logo in the Freemasons, and it's the same logo. But right here, of course, you have Order Knights Templar up here, Order of the Knights of Malta, and the Order of the Red Cross. So this is all official that the Catholic Church is a part of the Freemason logo. And of course up here also you have this the crown with the cross through it, which is another symbol that's also a Catholic Church symbol. That's a Knights of Malta symbol. And of course you have all the degrees right here, and if you look at all these degrees, this is the degrees on the compass. So the Masonic degrees actually represent a numerical system. And so I mean it's and they have it etched on their temple, all his number. We have in France the president currently is a Freemason, the prime minister,
world leaders, yeah.
And he was just making a speech. He was talking about. I could pull up the speech that Macron was talking to the Masons. Let's see, speech 2. Right here, he endorses it. Here's a clip of him pre-macing, of him endorsing it.
Well, remember, Emmanuel Macron equals 58 like Freemasonry, like Rosicrucian, like secret society, and he took power the first time Trump took power in the 58th election. All those things were perfectly synced up. I mean, I was covering that daily. That's also in my first book from back in 2017, how tight the rituals were with Trump, the apprentice, and Emmanuel Macron.
Yep, and this, so you can see the subtitles here. So this is a guy who created the 6-7 meme. He has a song titled "Sacrifice." He sacrifices goats and chickens, but that's what he's getting into here.
I think the
here's a picture of him right here.
Santeria, is that what he was saying he's in? Santeria?
Yeah. And Santeria is rooted in the Catholic Church, and it's also rooted in Kabbalah as well. So there's kind of like similar stuff with the spells, and it has the same print. It has a lot of the same principles. So it has the same. So there's the principle of vibration. If you look into the religion, it's like very similar to Kabbalah. It seems like they basically copied their homework. But this is a guy that created the 6-7 meme, and you know, it has to do with killing your ops, and you know, bloods. Where does that come from? Oh, right, blood sacrifice is 67 in Gematria, and he does. This is a picture of him doing a sacrifice with a chicken. And then you have people like CT. Why would they sacrifice an old guy? Because it's a sacrifice. It's a spirit. It has spiritual significance. Why does it matter how old the person is? Why would anybody sacrifice a chicken? That sounds pretty stupid. It sounds ridiculous, but people still do it. Like reality doesn't have to conform to like what you think is believable or your belief system or whatever.
About Americans, they're ignorant and they think in their ignorance they're holier than thou. Oh, it doesn't make any sense to me, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's stupid. And then some crazy thing happens in the news that doesn't make any sense, and then they just accept that and swallow it whole because, well, if the news said it, then it's true. You know, they tell you that a 30-06 bullet that's like this big that can punch through an inch of steel, that apparently it just hit Charlie Kirk, and this official story is that he's Superman. That was just like, you could look that up. They said that he was Superman. They said that he was a man of steel, stronger than steel actually, because 30-06 is a anti-tank round. In World War I, they use those guns to shoot through tanks, so it can shoot through a steel tank, but it can't get stopped by a soft, fleshy guy.
Always said the news is here to mock us, and people just don't catch on. They just go along with the mocking and believe it. It's pathetic. It shows you the real religion of the world is authority. People just believe whatever the authority tells them.
Yep. And right here. That's what he's saying. I sacrifice goats, chicken, mice. And he's not allowed to explain it. So, you know, why all the secrecy?
The better clip is to interview the JJ Redick interview of LeBron James when JJ Redick asked how he had such a long, successful career. And he says, I've had to sacrifice my loved ones. And then JJ Redick's like, what? And he asks him again. And he says the exact same thing back.
That's what Kanye West said. He also said the same thing.
But, got a lot of people. Anyway,
he said he had to sacrifice his mom. All right. Well, thanks for letting me on. Also, I got my Twitter deleted. Also, so I like speedrunning, getting banned on all these platforms.
What did you get deleted for on Twitter?
I said that pedophiles should go in the wood chipper, and that was apparently glorifying violence. So you can't say that.
I got deleted for calling out Musk's SS salute.
Yeah. Okay. Suppose there's your free speech.
Yeah, exactly. He took over the platform to bring about free speech. As soon as he took it over, all of a sudden I had to edit all kinds of posts, more censorship than ever. Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna start a new account. I'm gonna get the thing. I'm gonna get the X whatever thing again, so I can start making videos. Because I uploaded a video and I got like 300 views immediately. So I'm just gonna go back at it. I would recommend doing the same thing. Like I got deleted from YouTube. I got deleted. Like I don't care. I'm just gonna come back and I'm gonna keep making accounts until.
When I got deleted from Twitter, they sent me an email that if I tried to verify any other accounts, I'd be deleted. So
they said that. Yeah, they told me the same thing. I'm just gonna use like my dad's info or something like that. You could probably use like your wife's face or bank or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do that though, in case someday in the future she wants to use Twitter. So.
Oh, okay. Or your mom or your dad also, or like if there's like a really old family member.
Okay.
That's another thing I do.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate it, buddy. Have a good night.
See you.
See you, man. All right. We got CM. What's up, CM?
What's going on, Zach? Yeah, I mean, it's just the same thing over and over again. One thing I feel like you should do, or we all should too, is we need to check into the Boule a little more and their agreement with the Jesuits, because a lot of the American blacks and the African tethers, they're with the Boule. Like, I feel like
Kobe's death had a lot to do with the Boule. LeBron has that big Boule tattoo right on his chest.
Yeah, and then just CT, he's low level Boule. I saw you comment on that first video that he did with that tranny looking teacher. And how was he so much lighter? You think he's doing black? You think he's doing blackface to like? Because since he's black, he'll like hit a little more since he's so like poop black. Like when he says like the hard ER, like it'll hit a little more. Like that's why he's like his makeup's melting all the time. He's always like looks like a host sweating, like a host sweating in church. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
But I saw you. I know you saw the video because I saw you comment on it. But you know what I'm saying? He was way lighter. It's like they're doing blackface with him when he's calling himself Mr. K.
Well, the one argument there is depending on what your lighting is in the room, it can make your skin appear different. So
yeah, but you're not going to go from like that's how somebody American black would look, not African. You know what I'm saying? He's like, especially like the shade of black that they have him, it wouldn't go from that to that.
Well, it doesn't seem like he goes outside. I mean, it seems like he lives in that cell that he does his stream from 12 hours a day.
Yeah, so I think we need to check into the bootleg a lot more and tie that in with a lot more gematria because it's a lot of the black celebrities, they have an agreement with that, and a lot of the black like I feel like my family's bootleg, and I don't talk to none of them. Like remember I told you about my nephew in the NBA and my dad on Motown. Yeah, my dad, he's gone. Like he's just so evil. He's 75 years old, still working. He doesn't care that I found some property in his name in Detroit. He just doesn't care. He'd rather argue. Then my nephew in the NBA, I haven't talked to him in like 6 years. But it's just like my stepbrother got mysteriously hit by a train in Leonard Park in LA back in June.
Yeah, speaking of that, the kill date out here, there was a local story that was a mystery of how 3 men got ran over on the train tracks. That was the local buzzing story here. And I was like, on the kill dates, this shows this stuff's going on all over. It's not even just celebrities. I mean,
yeah, my stepbrother, he was homeless too. So they're like, oh, he was on drugs. He probably like they try to say he tried to jump on a train. Like I'm like, where's the camera footage? Where nobody recorded it? Like you said, don't we live in a surveillance state?
Yeah. Just like how after all these shootings, it takes them forever to track down the shooter, despite there's cameras everywhere. So.
Yeah, and he was about to be 39, so you know how old he was. 38.
Yeah.
So we know what 38 about the number 38. So yeah, it's crazy to me because it's like they're doing all this for money, insurance policies, like the sports is even hard to like. I don't even want to sports bet no more because it's just like it's hard to watch like because I love sports like the pure like.
Well, you don't gotta watch it. I don't watch it. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, but I'm a person that appreciates like the competition of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like it's not that anymore. It all becomes money. Like all these like the refs of the star of the show, the black and whites, just like the checkerboard floor, the Mason Lodge. And nobody thinks about that.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that 28 ritual was kind of crazy though that you mentioned earlier, and even that Michigan stuff. Like how that dude get fired for having sex? Is that not like some 1800s story type crap to me? Like when I saw it, I'm like, how did this dude get fired for talking to a white woman? America's just okay with this?
Exactly. Just the whole thing. That's the whole thing. And then how they have to bring out some details that supposedly he was like all messed up and thinking about deleting himself. It's
the same thing over and over again.
It is, and it's all synced up with the Mel Tucker story too, which is a very similar story. And
who's Mel Tucker?
Huh?
Who's that?
That's the black coach. The same thing happened to for Michigan State 2 years ago.
The same thing happened to him?
Yeah. He lost even more money. He lost $95 million and got fired on the day, leaving 95 days left in the year, the big Jesuit day.
Yeah, 95 is significant. A lot of numbers sink into that too. Like,
yeah, I did a video on it the other day. How it was all connected: the Mel Tucker firing and Sharon got hired on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday to be an assistant coach, January 15th. From the Mel Tucker firing to the Sharon Moore firing is exactly 115 weeks, 115, just like, January 15th, MLK's birthday. It's all a big joke. Masonics 115.
Yeah, I saw that play earlier, just how the Wisconsin, how they made
black and white too. That's part of the Masonic joke, black and white.
Yeah, that too. Just like I saw the joke earlier because I watched And then in chat, they were asking about where people watch the games. I don't know if it was this stream, but we watch them on illegal streaming apps. I'm not paying this country nothing that more than I have to already. But I tapped into the Broncos in the Packers game. I literally saw the receiver. He didn't even try to catch it. He tipped it right to the white cornerback, Riley Moss. It was like, I'm like, this is just like high school practice, man. It's not real. He tipped it right to him.
It happens all the time. I mean, it is really annoying to watch.
Then did you catch the Mahomes and how they Mahomes and Brady ACL?
I didn't see any football today. I didn't see one bit of football today. I was out.
You know, Mahomes, he tore his ACL today.
Yeah, and Taylor Swift just put out the end of an era on Friday.
I remember remember when Brady tore his ACL in his, I think it was his 8th and 9th season or something like that. It was the same ritual.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I
think. He got hurt against the Chiefs too.
Here, let's see what season Brady tore his ACL. What season did Tom Brady tear his ACL?
It was 2008.
All right, so he became the starter in 2001, so that was 7 years later. Mahomes became the starter in 2018. It's 2025, so it's 7 years later. Okay. Speaking of the Masons, the big G, the 7th letter. All right, so yeah, it is similar. It's it's funny. It's 17 years since he tore his ACL, and today leaves 17 days left in the year. Today had 17 date numerology. Mason is 17. 17 is the 7th prime.
It's popped in my head. Who's the Chiefs' backup quarterback right now? Who's going to start?
Yeah, I honestly don't even know who the Chiefs' backup quarterback is.
Remember whenever Brady got hurt, Matt Castle came in for him, and guess what? Remember the next year, guess what team
he got traded to the Chiefs? Yeah,
he went to the Chiefs.
Gardner Minshew is the backup right now, the Washington State University quarterback. Washington again. So on George Washington's birthday this happens, and now they got the guy who went to Washington State. Come on, man.
Yeah. What's the Chiefs' record? Are they officially eliminated from the playoffs?
Yeah, they're out.
Okay.
Yeah, Taylor Swift just put out the end of an era, so
that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty hard to watch because it's all, like you said, it's nothing but actors, and it's the National Fix League. It's to me like another.
Gardner Minshew's wearing 17 this year. Come on, man! On the day leaving 17 days left in the year, 17 years after Brady.
Oh man, he wears number what?
17. We call today the Super 17 day because it's the day leaving 17 days left in the year, and the date numerology 17. Phillip Rivers number 17 is back. Plus today's National Alabama Day. Phillip Rivers is from Alabama.
Wow, I wanted at 17. I'm seeing that a lot.
Yeah, 17 is not an arbitrary number. Mason is 17.
And then, yes, it's 17 years after Brady's injury.
That's right. Gardner Minshew started his career wearing 15. And in week 15, this happens. Just like Mahomes wears 15.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They probably start winning next year. That's probably he's probably going to ball out. They're going to re-sign him. Then they're going to probably have a strong start next year because, Mahomes is probably going to be out for at least a year. I
haven't seen the highlight of how he got hurt.
It was definitely it looked like a cold crockett shit. Like it was. I mean, I don't even watch sports no more. Like I tap in here and there, but you can just tell like they're just like even when like I saw Dylan Brooks, he hit somebody on the Lakers in the throat. They're dirty out there too. They be hitting each other like. I wonder if they're getting orders to like hit people, and like they let some players get away with it.
Look at this. Hold on. Look at the time on the clock while he's hurt. 153. 153 is the 17th triangular number. It's funny because that's also 113 seconds. Like today's 113 days after Kobe's birthday. And remember, Kobe died right before Mahomes won his first Super Bowl. And they've been doing rituals with Kobe and Mahomes the whole time. This is what I'm talking about. We were all over this with the 113 thing with Kobe today. And what's funny is Mahomes could have got his 113th career win today, but he didn't. He stayed on 112, like Chiefs is 112, like Super Bowl's 112. So instead of getting his 113th win, he gets an ACL injury supposedly with 113 seconds left in the game. Come on.
That matches his team numbers perfect. That's insane.
Yeah.
They are really trying to sink this stuff. Like they're really. I wonder what they're
not trying to. They're doing it. That's right. We knew the Rams were lock city today to get to 11-3, and I had them to cover the spread, which they did. But again, the Rams won with 41 today, 113 days after Kobe's birthday anniversary.
Yeah, 58. Von Miller used to play with the Rams. Remember, he was 58.
Yeah, I definitely know he's 58. I mean, that's the article that's written about me from a decade ago. I said why he's going to be the MVP in Week 3 of the Super Bowl, beating the 58th quarterback to start in the Super Bowl, Cam Newton.
Have you seen that video where LeBron watches LeBron dunk? Like he's in the crowd and he's watching LeBron dunk.
Wait, who's in the crowd watching LeBron dunk?
Well, type it in. It's on YouTube. Type in LeBron watches clown dunk.
He watches who dunk?
He watches himself dunk in the crowd.
Oh, really? LeBron.
Yeah.
I still got to watch this highlight of him get. LeBron watches himself dunk from the crowd.
Yeah.
Is this? Can you see what I have up on the screen?
Yeah, it's not that. It happened in 2021. Type in LeBron clone watches clone dunk or something like that. Like, let me see how I got it typed in. 1 second. I got it typed in right on my YouTube.
Here, while you figure that out, I got to see the injury play. I still haven't seen it. It's right here.
LeBron watches.
Number 91 days after all these numbers we had circled before the game. 91 we knew was going to be big today because it's 91 days after the Pope's birthday. What is 91 plus 15, you guys? Isn't that 106?
106.
Like 106 season, and Mahomes started this year with 106 wins. Look at this scripted shit, man. This is that's the season-ending tackle right there. Get the fuck out of here.
It's just typing LeBron watches clone, and it popped up on a short on my YouTube.
LeBron watches what?
Clone.
Clown?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron watches a clown dunk?
No, clone dunk watches a clone.
Oh, clone.
Yeah. There it is. Not that one. I saw it go up. I think you misclick. Go back. I saw it. Scroll down a little bit.
Le clone.
There it is right there. Right under that. Right under it. Right there.
Oh, and the LeBron James and time travel LeBron James in the same frame?
Yeah, click on it. Watch it. It was against the Rockets too. I watched the game.
Is this the right one?
Yeah. You see him?
The guy in the background with the black hat?
Yeah. They try to say it was his some dude's brother, like Paul Christopher or something. Like, no, that's definitely another LeBron. You see how the dude on the Rockets is looking at him like, what the hell did I sign up for?
Who'd they say that's supposed to be?
They said it was some dude named Paul or Josh, somebody's brother, but they were lying. I was like, that's the dude who played him in Space Jam 2. I was like, okay, looks like the Cleveland LeBron.
I'd never seen that before. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah, and you see how the dude on the Rockets is looking at him like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like it's pretty crazy. Like even I don't know what they're doing. Like how they're doing it with these. I don't know if they're getting like different people to play them, like, or if they're like or if they're showing their likeness away. But something weird's going on with all that stuff. You can tell they're definitely switching out the characters too. Like how these dudes like look and play completely different. Like you think they're showing their likeness away with the Zionist Faustian bargains. You know what a Faustian bargain is, right?
Faustian bargain?
Yeah, I'm probably saying it wrong.
With the devil.
Yeah, because you know they have to sign that, right?
Well, I learned about that a long time ago because a guy who's following my work when I first started, he worked for a radio station, Magic 105 in Houston, and he said it was Bill Cosby who taught him about the Faustian bargain. So,
oh damn. Yeah. Maybe that's what CT has. So maybe that's why he's always acting like a pregnant baby mama.
Can you imagine selling out to just be a troll online?
I mean, I look at my family, like, and I just, to me, they're a prime example of what selling out is. You just lose yourself. Like they're not the same no more. Like
Just imagine that though, to be a troll online. I mean, he is decently compensated, but then I don't know. It seems like he's decently compensated, but I don't know if all that money's going to who's ever running the show.
yeah,
Because
there's probably some type of.
I don't know if you guys saw him, but this summer he was just sweating it out every day, just sweating bullets, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, does he have an air conditioner? I mean, doesn't he have a fan? I mean, what's wrong with? He's in the same. That's what I was thinking. He's like, God, he's got to smell bad because he wears the same clothes every day, and he's sweaty as hell. I mean, if I'm sweating for 12, and he's doing 12-hour shows a day, wearing the same jacket, sweating, and then you're back the next day, 6 hours later, starting, and you got the same jacket on, and it's got to stink.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like maybe I'm thinking it's just a role because like no grown adult doesn't have a different change of clothes. Like I'm feeling like it's just some type of blackface role. You know what I'm saying? Where that's not even him. Like you're not gonna know that's the real CT because he's gonna have all his makeup off. You know what I'm saying? So what was I about to say? Yeah, to me he's just low level boule. He knows Gematria is real. He can't go against his contract, so he's just trying to. He knows he can feed on it.
There's things that don't make sense because sometimes because he's on there for 12 hours. One day he's just going, man, like I wish I could just do shows talking about space. It's like, well, I thought you're your own man. Why don't you get on here and do a show about space then instead of making another show calling people ends all day? It's like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't think he can get a job anymore after what he did to that kid either.
What's that?
I said I don't think he can get a job anymore after what he did to that kid either at that school.
Yeah, he's real butthurt about getting called out about that.
Yeah, I don't think that's why he don't want to let me on the show anymore. Like, I just made him delete all his shows for a week straight. Just like they don't like when they come across a real troll. I know I love trolling. Like, and ain't a hole in my life I succeeded as far as I wanted to. Like, just like oh yeah, did you see that Cuts one dude that he messes around with?
Yeah, he harasses me every day.
Yeah, he has like a whole album about you, like in Gematria, like AI.
Well, he got a lot of his stuff deleted, or else he'd have 3 straight years of it. He's been trolling every day for 3 years now. Every day.
It was the sickest thing I ever saw. I'm like, this is a different type of obsession. Like, I'm like,
I don't know how he figured out where my wife works because he started harassing her at her workplace. I don't know how he figured out her name or phone number because I don't put her information out anywhere.
Yeah, they're just trolls. They're not going to do nothing in real life. You know that. But
no, he's been out next to me. Somebody brought him out to New York, and we didn't know he was a troll yet, but he started trolling right after that. He's a very tiny person.
Yeah, I can tell. He looks like a damn Neanderthal.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Well, if you look up his birth name, it's Erin, which is how a girl spells their name. So I think he is a gender bender.
Oh, damn.
That's why he's got that funny voice.
You know he was smoking meth on live stream?
Meth?
Yeah, I saw him hit a peel. Like his pupils are so damn diluted. I damn near had nightmares that night.
Well, he doesn't sleep. He doesn't sleep, and for people who've never done meth, I did it when I was younger by accident. I didn't know what I was getting into. I was given because I never had it before. Somebody gave me something. They said it was Molly, and it was actually meth. Have you ever had meth before in your life?
Yeah, of course, but I mean, it's not something that
I would recommend
for anybody.
Well, I'll tell you what I learned about meth is, man, you actually might want to keep some of that somewhere in your medicine cabinet in case there's ever fallout in this world. Because I'll tell you what, I'd be happy to smoke some meth if the world was if it was the last day. Because what that shit gives you is super energy. You can go for 3 days straight and feel just like you're all powerful without even needing rest.
I would say that's more so a Molly, but meth, like the real, like the stuff that
Molly's like a party drug.
Yeah, but
no, that's not how Molly is. Meth is like that. That's why they used to give baseball players meth back in the day. Before there were steroids, players were taking meth. Now I understand why. The Nazis used to give their soldiers meth too.
You're talking about that upper chemical methylone. It's in all uppers.
Yeah, they used to get. I understand why people use meth now because it does give you like a superpower. And obviously if you abuse it, it's going to tear your body apart. But like you look at Cuts, his teeth look all methy. But no, man, in a pinch, for anyone who thinks that sounds crazy, trust me. If the world was falling apart and you were on meth, you'd be like, okay, actually, I'm glad I'm on this right now. I can run 100 miles right now.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. As far as like eating like a bunch of food, like and just having the endurance, but yeah, that's what you're saying. Too much of anything is bad for you.
Yeah.
That's what people don't realize addiction really is. Like you get like you have a food addiction, like you have an addiction of being right. Like you can make anything an addiction. Like it's just a chemical imbalance.
Yeah.
But it's just like I've seen a new thing is a troll on the internet to low level IQ minds, and it's just like it's really bringing down a level of content. Like CT tried to tell me, like he didn't want to let me on the show the other day because. And I actually found his show from your channel. Like you brought him a lot of viewers, but I see his viewership is down. And he, like every time they have somebody on there speaking the truth, he'll get like it'll be like 5 or 6 or 7 on one, and they still lose. And you can see it's taking a toll on them. You can see it's taking a big toll on them.
Yeah. No, I wish he could just come out and be honest about why he does what he does.
Well, it's the when that's like the biggest sin. Because like I'm pretty sure you got to do sodomy to get into a fraternity or sorority.
I'm pretty sure he's gay.
Well, obviously, so you always see Bob on there, like, and all the guys he has on there, like his bootleg buddies, like, and like I said in the chat earlier, like he's gonna get caught in gematria ritual. My homeboy just got caught in gematria ritual, trying to sign with a steel company, and guess how much the company was making annually? $187,699.
Yeah, funny.
And he's 30. He's just like he just worship. I told him stop worshiping white Jesus. Like, oh no, white Jesus, he's away. Like, and dude, I still can't believe he's dead. Like, they took him out on November 5th. They literally beat him to death. Nobody got
5th of November.
Huh?
That's that big Jesuit day. Remember the 5th of November.
Yeah, like he had moved in with this guy named David too, and like I didn't really look at his Facebook. Like they had my boy who got murdered. They had him doing like the air landing too. They had him going like to get the big fish. They had him get the bear. What was the other one? All the taxidermy. And then like the guy who I think killed him, his name was David. They had like the sun setting. He looked like they had him doing taxidermy, like on like they were sitting on like black animals, and like they tried to say my homeboy went to somebody's house and went crazy, and they beat him to death. And like, there's no news article, there's no nothing, just an obituary. He's 30 years old. And I did the gematria and it all. Like I couldn't believe it. I was like, I felt bad. Like I was like, damn, like he's gone. Like, but once I did the gematria, I was like, oh, he knew what he got himself into. That's why because he was kind of freaking out before he died. He probably knew that they were coming to take it back.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe the 180, the 100.
Hold on 1 second, DK. I'll take your call next.
Yeah,
I better let one more person hop on here, and then I got to go to sleep, man, because I've been up.
My bad for taking too much of your time.
No, it's all good.
Good show,
all right,
man.
appreciate you, CM.
Yeah, keep up the great work, man.
Thank you for the information. You have a good night.
All right, sure.
All right, take it. All right, we got a DK Stonewood sighting. And Big Al said, what rapper is it that said that you can go one of two ways? Either you go to the murder route or giving up your butthole route. I'm trying to remember actually right now who did say that. I got to think about that one for a second. It's been a minute since I talked about that. That clip's out there. Well, what's up, DK Stonewood?
Hey, what's up, Zach?
Yeah, what's up?
I like that last caller, by the way. I don't know. That's like a newer caller?
He's been around, but he got more energized to participate watching the Raccoon CT.
Watching Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. It was Pimp C who said that. Pimp C who died on Jay-Z's birthday. Go ahead, DK Stonewood.
I would say that guy. They were saying that guy CT's wearing makeup or whatever reason he's in blackface. I was gonna say he's the supervillain from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which is a guy who really looks a lot like him, and it's a black guy. And he's got a fake face that's like pinned to something that's jacked up underneath. It's pretty funny. I just wanted to say, do you think the Charlie Kirk thing, the whole thing, just was like a distraction to cover for something else? Because something super important was released on that day that nobody even knows.
What's that?
that they discovered life on Mars.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
That sounds like it would tie in with the whole Elon Musk thing, though, right? Because he's Mr. Warner von Braun, and that was Warner von Braun's whole thing.
But on that day, you know, remember when they did they lost the 2.3 trillion in the Pentagon? The day before was the day after 9/11. You know what I mean? Like they all huge things to cover up something. Oh yeah, by the way, this other just hugely important news that should be the top story happened as well. Anyway, in other news, you know, like just brush it under the rug. And then also I would say the G originally stood for Gilgamesh, who was the original builder, and then from then on stands for like Goanim, who follow the Goetia. You know, those are like the priests or whatever who are kind of like running the show now.
Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen right now?
Hold on, let me go to.
Is this the guy you're saying that looks like CT?
Hold on, turn on the volume. Yeah, totally. Does he not look like CT?
I don't know, not exactly, but
well, CT darker than this guy, but if you go in one of the scenes where this guy's like darker, it looks like him if you put glasses on. And if you look at this character, this is a fake face that's on this guy. It's like a mask. It's pretty trippy.
Sure. Okay.
Also, I was gonna say, you live in a small town. All you had to do was call every pharmacy and ask for her, and then when somebody answered, reception said, "Okay, hold on, let me see if she's available." Boom, then he knows exactly where she's at. That's all he had to do for that. If you lived in a huge city, then no way. But
yeah,
you know,
yeah, that could be how they figured it out. Yeah,
you make it too easy because you're in a small town.
Yeah, that could be true.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to throw in there. I saw you. I was home and I saw you were on again. So.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Talk soon.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Hold up, though. I didn't hear about this Life on Mars September 10th thing, but that just reminds me of the whole Elon Musk being the character from the Warner von Braun Project Mars book. Yeah, that was the same day. So yeah, that definitely did get overshadowed. Was that 74 days after Musk's birthday? June 28th, September 10th. Yeah, 74 days after Musk's birthday. The Masons, the space program, that same recurring number. Okay. All right. Well, you guys gave a lot of nice things in this stream that I'm going to need to go back and add on. This trolls video. What a shameful video to make. Good God. Let me see here. Did I keep up the screens from the things that came up? All right. We got the ID. Tell me we didn't lose that. Did we lose that? Snap. We need, oh, here it is. Yeah, the ID. The ID for the shooter has the brown on it. It's just like, God, man, just that's I hate how everybody thinks everything's a coincidence. You know, that CT guy, even though he is a troll, he does play the part of how the average person is in a lot of regards, because the things he says are things common people say. Be like, when you look for things, you'll find patterns. It's like, yeah, like this? Like this? This is a major fucking ritual every day. All right, hold on. All right, Richard talked about how the head of the police there where it happened is Mr. 201. He had the 287 connection. The Bondi Rescue running 201 episodes as well. Yeah, people always bring up this. Oh, did you look at that? The Russell Crowe movie begins in 1947. Another 47 thing. I need to go back. I don't know if I've ever seen A Beautiful Mind. I know what it's about, but I don't think I've actually seen it. Okay. Taylor Swift's Hollow Gematria. I thought there was a few other things. We brought that up. Yeah, we're going to look more into the parallels between the... Here, real quick. How many days after the anniversary of the Brady thing is this ritual with Mahomes? 98 days. Tom Brady's 98. So 90, and Kansas City Chiefs is 98. Tom Brady, 98. Remember, Michigan Wolverines is also 98, where he went to school. Jim Harbaugh, who went to Michigan as well, is another 98. Jim Harbaugh. Kansas City Chiefs. And yeah, they had the Matt Castle thing, and the Chiefs and the Patriots do have some history. New England Patriots is 98. Patriots alone is 98. So 98 days after the anniversary of Tom Brady tearing his ACL, Mahomes does. Goat and baby goat. Yeah, that's called a script. And again, you just got to love that it's number 91, 91 days after the Pope's birthday. 14 weeks. Yeah, of course, 98 days is 14 weeks, right? NFL's 14. It's the 14th of the month. KC's 14. NFL 14. KC 14. What's on the Chiefs arrowhead? The KC. It's a big number there with KC and their rituals. 17 years ago, we called today the Super 17 Day. And then Gardner Minshew, number 17, gets inserted. And this too, just 113 seconds or a minute 53 is like 153, the 17th triangular. That's just crazy too. Yeah. Okay. All right. Shout out to the super chatters. Aqua Cherry said, hope you're having a good Sunday, Zach. It was a sleepless Sunday, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Leslie Margarita said, thank you, Zach. Appreciate your dedication. Hope you do get some rest. We'll try. Thank you. Penny Marshall, Ron Reiner, ex-wife. Oh, yeah. God, was that already? Wait a minute. That was that long ago? Hold on. I got to post on the death of Penny Marshall. Was that really that long ago? They blamed it on heart failure. Heart failure has the same gematria as Penny Marshall. The date numerology, the story released was 61, like heart failure and Penny are 61. There's been some deaths connected to Penny Marshall since she passed. She had that 67 in her name, died on the 67 date numerology. The kids think 6-7's a new thing, but it's not. Have you guys seen what's the dude who used to do the MTV show, the MTV Countdown, and now he's a news personality? He's like on one of the morning shows on the main networks. God, I can't think of his name. He has a viral clip online that's saying it's time to 86-67. Like, get rid of it. And when blood sacrifice is 86 and 67. Is it Carson something? MTV VJ Carson. What's his name? MTV VJ Carson Daly. That's who it is. Carson Daly. It's time to 86-67. He just said this the other day somewhere on the news. You can look it up. It's out there. Somebody showed me the clip the other day. And I saw that. I said, Jesus, man, these guys. William Hathaway died that same day that she died. He was on reality TV. William Hathaway, 67-86. Also dead on that 67 day. Water is 67. You know, he was on a reality show set at sea. Penny Marshall died 64 days after her birthday. Kill equals 64 and 17. She died on December 17th. Now, her ex dies on the day, leaving 17 days left in the year. They're both dead in December. Cole Penny Marshall, her full name was 86. She was in a league of their own. Laverne and Shirley, 74. Now the husband dies in ex-husband dies in the 74 ritual, stabbing ritual. It's crazy how many posts I have about people who died by these exact same numbers. And to think it's all a coincidence makes you a special kind of stupid. 3 days before the anniversary. Look at that. That's crazy. If you count the span, it's a span of 365 weeks, right? Like 365 days in a year. 83 months. The husband's dead, or the ex-husband's dead, a span of 83 days to his upcoming birthday. Yeah, that's definitely connected. That is definitely connected. Appreciate it, Jeremy. Shout out to Open Up. He said Kobe Bryant. So, yeah, we had Kobe Bryant for the pick today. For last play of the game, Kobe Bryant, the whole damn league. It's crazy how that's what people don't get, man. How they just keep paying tribute to Kobe in these sports leagues, and yeah, stuff goes on. There's evidence of it just day after day. And again, cheating yourself is by denying what we're talking about. You know, Open Up's not cheating himself. Other people think we aren't cheating themselves. A lot of people hit on the Kobe Bryant interception today. We thought there was a very high chance that was going to happen. Today had 8 date numerology. Kobe number 8. The only thing I could have asked for more in the Rams game, they covered the spread, but I wanted them to win by 8. I was thinking they were going to win by 8 today. They won by 7, 41-34. A lot of 34s out there today. We covered why. Jewish and murder. That was the theme today. Jeremy Dorsett with another one said, Trump will be back out on the golf course on Sundays for 2026. Last year, he was at the Super Bowl and the Daytona 500 last year mocking the Christians. Well, I got to look more into what he's talking about. Playing golf himself, or is he going to some PGA events? I imagine playing himself. Instead of going to church, he's golfing. Okay. Remember, golf equals Donald John Trump equals CIA. That all factored in a big way with the supposed September 15th shooting hoax last year, where he was saved by the 159-year-old Secret Service 15/9. Donald Trump 159 as well. Jeremy Dorsett with another one. He said, Trump is not going to be the last president. I also believe J.D. Vance is going to be the fall guy of the Republicans are not going to win the rigged midterms and rigged presidential elections 26 and 28. Yeah, people are always on that thing like, this is going to be the last presidency. I suppose when the country falls, it'll be the last presidency. Jeremy Dorsett, man, every super chat from Jeremy Dorsett is about, wow, Jeremy, thank you. He said, former Republican House Representative Sylvia Allen said that we need to have people go to church on Sundays. You know, again, I'm not a big fan of religion, but I guess that is the nice thing about, like, if everybody is into the same things in culture, if everybody's on the same belief system, shared values, I mean, it doesn't have to be done through religion. I mean, you look at like a place like Japan, a lot of those people are secular, but they respect each other. They respect property. They're not stealing from each other. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. People in the United States are really bad right now. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want religion to be the solution, though. Religion has all kinds of limitations and negative consequences. I could almost agree, though, that if I don't want to get into it, but yeah, things are bad. Things are bad. Shout out to Mike Ross and being a member for 31 months. It's amazing. This is like the longest I've had a channel, but it's also the worst channel ever. Normally my channels get deleted before that. Josh Allen is 7-6 all time in the playoffs. Like OJ died at 76. Yeah. If he wins 4, 11-6. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. Josh Allen's college does play Jordan Love's college on the eve of the Super Bowl. It is an interesting little alignment. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you to everyone who hit the like and the share. Thank you to everyone who supports the work. And this troll. You guys heard him? I said, "What? Do I need to apologize?" Let's see if he ever does do a serious video someday instead of this shit. And tries to put a few people on the right path. It's so annoying. It's just like being Roddy Piper in the They Live scene, trying to get people to put the glasses on. It's just like, yeah, it's just like that scene. I don't know why people are so resistant to this knowledge other than they're just dumb and slow. I don't have any other reasonable explanation. Stuff is elementary, and it really does show exactly what's going on every day. So. The Brown University gunman remains at large. Just spreading fear, just keeping people in fear. Is there any evidence a shooting happened? And the thing is, if a shooting actually did happen, again, for these people not to be caught, I mean, they have to be the authorities. There's cameras everywhere. So we got an Ozzy Osbourne update today on the 187 day. Remember all those deaths this summer? Bill Cosby's son from the show, Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan, they all died in 201 rituals. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to leave it there, you guys. Have a good rest of your evening. Hold on. I might have to do one more thing here. Billy Crystal and Larry David seen at Rob Reiner's home following deaths of Hollywood icon and his wife. I just got to check. Larry David, Mr. Seinfeld. He's got the 7-2 birthday. Remember where this all fits in? Brown 72. What if Larry David wrote the script for how they brought all this together? Larry David. 165 days after his birthday. Scottish Rite's 165. That obviously means that his upcoming birthday is 200 days later, expanded 201. And that's funny because remember, Jerry Seinfeld's 201, his Curb Your Enthusiasm's on the Jesuit Run network. And they did this. Actually, there's been a few 201 related deaths from Seinfeld, which we've covered, but hold on. I think I have this post on here of just how they had to just watch this. Oh yeah, he announced the end of Curb Your Enthusiasm 201 days before his birthday too. Oh yeah, it was on this day. It was on this day. It was on this day 2 years ago. Okay. Yeah, and in this scene, like right after that, the lady holds up her phone and shows that it's 201 in the show. Yeah, I remember covering this at the time. It's crazy. That was already 2 years ago. I swear to God, time just melts away. And before you know it, I'm going to be like, Jesus, I'm already 90. As fast as time moves, it'll be here before I know it. But yeah, it was on this day 2 years ago. Go figure. And in the episode, right around that same time, she had to hold up the 201 on the phone. And this is probably the actress who had recently died around that time. Catherine Cates from Seinfeld. She died 201 days after the anniversary of the Seinfeld launch. Of course, Jerry Seinfeld's Jewish. So is Larry David. It's like the most Jewish show ever, Seinfeld. And it's a reminder that Jewish mysticism also equals 201. All right. How about Billy Crystal? Billy Crystal's got the Pi Day birthday, March 14th. It's 39 weeks and days after his birthday. 39 books in the Old Testament and Protestant Bibles. I don't know what to say about that one as much. There might be something to that. 90 days to his upcoming birthday. I knew the Larry David one was going to be more interesting, though, just because they've done so many rituals around Larry David. Seinfeld's is Seinfeld still the biggest TV show in history? I think it is. And I got to be honest, when I was younger and everybody was raving about Seinfeld, I didn't get it. I was like, I don't know why everyone's so crazy about this show. This show's just not that funny. Let's go outside and do something. Oh, look at, see, isn't it funny how this is about the Brown shooting and the Bondi Beach shooting? In the Bondi Beach, the first thing they give you is the shooter's address. Is he lives on Brown Road. Okay, I'm done. Whoa, Daria. You know, Daria, it's funny. Daria, life is weird because I literally was thinking about you this morning. I was thinking, I hope Daria's all right. I haven't heard from Daria in forever. You didn't have to send me a super chat though, Daria, but I'm glad you're still out there. Sylvia Allen. Good one, Jeremy. Jeremy's still out there giving super chats. Jeremy, stop it, man. You gave too much too. Yeah, I was thinking about you a lot this morning, Daria. I was like, man, I have not heard from Daria in forever. I wonder where she is. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, there's one of those weird things. When Harry met Sally. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, measuring to the, I'm sure it is synced up with the award shows. Let's see when the Oscars and the Academies are. Oh, the Academy Awards are on the Ides of March to remember the stabbing of Caesar. And we were just talking about the 74 stabbing ritual with him. Isn't it sick? So, you know, he's going to be honored at the 98th Academy Awards. That means this also happened 91 days prior. And again, today is 91 days after the Pope's birthday. So, okay. The academies this year fall on the Ides of March. What a joke. I wonder if there'll be more. What are some, maybe that's something to think about. Famous stabbing scenes in movies. Actors who are in those scenes who are still breathing. You know, there's going to be more stories like this in the lead up. Huh. Yeah, good thought there, Daria. They're going to announce the nominations on January 22nd. That's 39 days from today. All right. Yeah, I'll do some more thinking on this. I'm exhausted. New York versus Wisconsin. Okay, it's interesting. Yeah. The theory has some legs. It does have some legs. He died a span of 83 days from his birthday. The 83rd Golden Globes are in 3 weeks. Remember how they did Elvis's daughter dirty after Austin Butler won Best Actor for Elvis? She's dead at 54. Elvis started recording in 54. Golden Globes equals 54. Like Jesuit order, like Sun. Elvis recorded at Sun Record Studios. Let's see. Golden Globes are January 11th. So he's dead 28 days before that. Kill is 28. But yeah, I'm sure they're going to do a big honoring for him at the Academies. And it's just, I don't know. It drives me nuts that people won't get it. He gets stabbed to death with his wife, and then he's going to get honored on the most famous day in history, or the day in history to remember the most famous stabbing of all time. Amazing. All right. Appreciate you guys. Thanks again. Have a good rest of your evening. If you're in that other part of the world, have a good rest of your day. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. Shout out to the people who sent tips over. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you to everyone who sent a Cash App or PayPal too. I appreciate it. All right, you guys have a good evening. Till next time.